Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Let's go. Siap bang.
Gorengan ready.
Our savior came to us from the stars.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Okay. All right, we should be here. Hey guys, can you hear us? Chat, can you hear us? Okay. Mic check, mic check. Falco, are you over there?
Falco 30!
Okay, very energetic. Ashmish, are you there?
Cek 1 2. Apakah kita sudah live?
I guess we are live. Okay.
Oke, aman.
Yeah, well then. So first, welcome to our first ever Warkop sesi nongki paman-paman. So, alright, introductions are in order. Good evening, my name is Gold Guardian. I'm a super robo VTuber from outer space. Let's Falco, please introduce yourself, then followed by Ashmish.
Alright, greetings, amazing friends. My name is Falco, and I'm an ex-hero. I'm currently in retirement, but
I'm joining this Warkop session for tonight.
Yay. Ashmish, silakan.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Ashmish. I am a slave of Gold Guardian.
What the hell?
I do illustration for Gold Guardian. I think, yeah, that's it maybe. I'm not sure. I have no idea to introduce myself.
Brother,
So that's it, I guess.
Brother, you are giving the Fujoshish material.
By the way, Ashmish, kita kalau bisa dibilang kita ini staff-staffnya Gold ya kan?
Bener.
Mau gimana ya? I mean, I never actually consider both of you my staff. I mean, you are like brothers already. Even though yang satu pintunya saya sering tendang kalau ada ide, sama yang satu sering saya beeping di Discord kalau ada ide. So, you know, whenever I have ideas, I just kick down your doors and go, hey! Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, thank
Actually,
you.
you know, when kalau dipikir-pikir kan, when you come to think about it, I think this is the first time the three of us, gimana ya, gathered here for the very first time, right? Because most of our correspondence is made in Discord text, right?
True.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we never actually spoken to each other via voice chat, mostly because I was considering both of your schedules as well, and I also wasn't exactly free because I was trying to follow some momentum. Yeah. But yeah, this is technically the first time that we sit down and talk. In a way. Yeah. So, how are you guys recently? Akhir-akhir ini gimana? The family, if you have one? Or is Falco the only one who's still married amongst the three of us?
Gimana ya? Jawabnya takut tabrakan sih ya. Gini ya ternyata susahnya kalau ngobrol online tuh ya.
Iya juga sih, tapi tabrakan gini maksudnya biji mana? Ya.
Enggak, kan itu nanyanya ke Falco tuh, ke saya juga.
Ya,
Ntar jawabnya barengan, ya nggak apa-apa sih sebenarnya.
we can.
Things are good. Kabar baik.
Yeah.
Gimana Bang Falco?
Well, ya baik-baik saja. I'm fine. My wife and my kid is fine. Lagi manja-manjanya banget.
Manja diri.
Makanya kadang nggak bisa pantengin live juga. Sorry Gold.
I don't worry about it. See, I know you are a family man kan. Jadi it's basically kalau lu nggak datang pun nggak apa-apa. Because thankfully I still have other moderators who can take over my work when both of you are not around. I think it's because how do I put this? Aside from being a family man, yang satu lagi di sini sibuk main Monster Hunter juga ya.
Udah lama gak main Monster Hunter, udah habis gitu yang mau dinikmatin. Sekarang mah ya gambar doang gitu.
Gambar doang ya.
Yeah,
Well,
that's my life.
I was about to, when you say something along the lines of nggak ada lagi yang mau dimainkan, I was about to say, have you heard of the critically acclaimed online game called Final Fantasy XIV?
Aduh,
Oh, there it is. He's pulling that card.
nyerah deh kalau
He's
sudah
pulling that card.
MMORPG gitu. Ini
There it is.
baru virus. Final
I'm sorry,
Fantasy.
we are not even 10 minutes into the Warkop session. Oh my god. Okay, alright then.
Ini pembicaraan Warkop jadi pembicaraan warnet nanti kalau Final Fantasy ya.
Ngomong-ngomong soal warnet, what games do you guys grew up on? Penasaran juga sih, because I think I heard so many stories kan ada yang anak StarCraft gitu. You know, we are talking about StarCraft 1, ada yang anak PB kan, ada yang anak Ragnarok, and what was that other popular one? Do you guys remember Gunbound?
Ya.
Yes,
Gunbound
Gunbound
dulu.
ya, inget. Ya,
Tapi dulu
nggak
awal-awal
main,
emang
ya nggak main
Ragnarok
tapi cuma
sih.
nonton.
Nonton doang ya.
Gimana Bang Falco dulu pertama main Ragnarok juga apa enggak?
Sayangnya tidak. Dulu sih nggak ngerti-ngerti, nggak ngerti-ngerti amat kalau main game di online warnet dulu. Cuma mau pantengin, cuma suka nengokin orang aja pas dulu zaman SD. Duit juga terbatas, duit jajan juga terbatas. Jadi cuma bisa nengokin orang main aja gitu.
True.
Pas lagi istirahat les gitu.
Although times have really changed kalau dipikir-pikir kan.
Banget sih.
Kalian masih ingat kalau dulu mau main Ragnarok online sejam cuma Rp1.000? Masih ingat? Ada vouchernya kan?
Iya ada vouchernya tuh. Iya
Iya.
bener tuh.
Ya.
Kayak beli pulsa gitu
Ya,
kan mainnya gila
Iya
tuh.
kan? Iya.
Buset.
Ya, Rp1.000 buat sejam. Ada yang 24 jam kan, ada yang apa-apa. Jadi I think I was one of those kids who stack up all those vouchers because all their illustrations are very unique.
Iya
you
tapi
know?
bagus tuh di koleksi tuh kartunya tuh.
Yeah, it's like
Vouchernya bagus ilustrasinya.
it's like a trading card in a way. And then there was some point where they changed the voucher material, right, from paper into plastic card, and you feel premium, you know, holding just one of them. And
Bener.
ya kan. Tapi kalau bukan SD berarti masa coba-coba main warnetnya itu kurasa SMP gitu kan, maybe.
Iya, pertama main warnet justru pas SMP sih.
Waktu itu game apa yang Falco lagi main apa pas SMP?
Dan lucunya dulu nggak nge-game malah kalau pertama kali nge-warnet, malah nengok game facts.
Wah iya bener
Iya.
juga.
Catatin cheat PS2 karena punya PS2 dulu.
Oh ya, yang namanya sewa PS dulu ada ya?
Ya rental PS ya.
Yes, I remember.
Awal-awal ngerental, habis itu tiba-tiba dapat juara kelas dikasih beli.
Widih.
Sebenarnya sih kalau Falco ini sebenarnya anak rumahan banget.
Sama sih.
Understood.
Saya sekali ke warnet cuma catatin cheat.
Cheat. That is an actual tactic though. You know, ke warnet buka PC, catat cheat karena di rumah mungkin internetnya belum ada, terus pulang rumah
Bener.
main, kan? Ya.
Oh dulu komoditi berat itu dulu broadband. Speedy aja 50 jam udah hampir sejuta.
Ini benar-benar obrolan paman-paman ya gitu bahas zaman dulu. Zaman saya dulu itu begitu.
Back in my day.
You know what you come to think of it, I have not heard Speedy for a very long time. I mean,
Iya juga.
I feel that in my bones. Like, you know, my bones, tulang gua kan, my bones were rattling when you mentioned Speedy. I was like, wait a minute, I remember that. Gitu kan.
Tapi kalau pas SMA lah baru main gamenya itu nge-PB dulu.
PB.
Nah,
Saya
point blank. Yes.
waktu what about you, Ash? SMA masih warnet atau udah main di rumah? Because some of us
Masih warnet sih.
masih warnet ya.
Dulu SMA itu mainannya seal online rasanya. Seal.
Still
Yes.
online.
Iya seal.
Falco tahu?
Apa-apa? I didn't catch that, sorry.
Seal.
Pernah dengar kan? Seal online, SEAL. Seal online.
Seal.
Yeah. Heard of it, but the thing is, I've never actually played it.
Padahal lumayan rame dulu tuh
Yeah,
karena gambarnya menarik gitu.
I think it was during the point where I was busy playing. Oh, this is going to sound very sad, but I used to be a kaki League of Legends. Or Dota. No, before that Dota. When I was
Dota
SMA,
sih itu iya bareng-bareng Dota tuh Sil
yeah.
itu.
When I was SMA,
Yeah,
it was Dota, and this was we are talking about custom Warcraft 3 maps. Ya, aku nggak tahu cara main, tapi karena semuanya mainnya udah main aja kan.
Nggak tahu nih ngomong Dota tadi langsung keputar lagunya Ricardo Milos tuh jadi.
What?
Woi.
Woi. I speedrun stream ban. Nanti jangan mention Ricardo Milos tiba-tiba malah apa kan. Well, speaking of that, okay, I think our orders have arrived by now. Courtesy
Oh
of,
iya belum datang nih pesanannya nih.
Tuh,
Si kosong iyanya.
ya, tada. Kan.
Langsung muncul semuanya.
Ya, sekali datang langsung semuanya. I mean, some are like that. But okay then, you guys have your drinks already?
Iya, terima kasih.
Seruput.
Ya, oke. Kalau gitu, a toast to many more years of heroism, I suppose. Yeah. Toast to many more years of heroism and toast to many more years of creativity, and semoga kita sehat-sehat selalu and all that. Is that enough?
Oke.
Is that enough?
Cering. Tok.
Ring.
Ini gimana suaranya? Ini gelasnya plastik.
I don't know, ya udah seruput aja lah.
Kampai.
Udah gimana minum ada bunyi itu ya?
Not really. I mean, minumnya sih sebisa-bisa aja, I suppose. Because when you come to think of it, I mean the waktu Ashmish bikin ini aset kan, when you created all the Warkop assets and everything, ya. Kan one of your suggestions was you could actually do this for future talk show, soalnya sayang dipakai sekali.
Benar.
Yeah. I was actually thinking of something very similar as well. Cuma all those ideas are still practically on the list of things to do. But seeing that karena ini sudah Desember, I think on December let's just rest, if you know what I mean. Because we have been very busy for the entire year, and the pandemic is making us wear masks to go to Warkop. I mean, if you are going to wear a mask, might as well wear it in style, kan? Yeah. We are. See, guys, we are hanging. Kita mungkin di Warkop, but we are obeying the rules of the pandemic.
Benar. Tetap pakai masker guys.
Yes, tetap pakai masker.
Tetap pertahankan protokol kesehatan.
Yes. Kurang lebih gitu. Jadi dari situ ya, karena mikrofon saya kan tipe headset mikrofon gitu kan. Jadi masih gampangan minum kopinya. Kalau misal
Iya benar.
ya. I think just be natural aja, nggak perlu lebay dekat-dekatin minum ke mikrofon gitu. Kalau memang bisa ya bisa. Kalau nggak bisa, aku rasa nggak apa-apa sih. You know. Ya, understand. Ini ada pertanyaan.
Ada yang nanya tuh, are you in the same places? Yeah, of course. Kita lagi di warung kopi nih.
Obviously, kita di Warkop. Ya. Warkop Warkop ujung alam semesta namanya.
Yes.
Oh, is it? Yes. It is technically what do you call this? A not so offline collab.
Bener.
In a sense, yeah. Speaking of
Warkopnya di suatu dimensi.
Yeah, Warkopnya the Warkop is in a pocket dimension. There we go. Yeah, di suatu dimensi basically pocket dimension kan, in a sense. Ya. Ini pertanyaan lagi. Perlu pakai masker lagi tuh mulutnya ada ketutup mouth plate gitu. Well, technically our mouth plates ada masker kan. In a sense. Gimana?
Well, it depends.
It depends. Oh, yes, I get it. Is Gold Guardian some Gundam things? No, I am a super robot. I am often mistaken as a Gundam, but just a giant robot will do. Oh yeah, speaking of which, right? We were talking about games that we used to play when we were young. Tapi kalau recently kalian dua gimana? I mean, recently what are you two playing? If there's any.
Well, of course, since I'm a superhero fan, of course I'm playing Marvel Spider-Man on PC.
Semangat sekali ya ngomong Marvel Spider-Man-nya.
Bener.
Oh, of course, yes. Yes. Do you know how many
Akhirnya
years
kita-
I've waited for that?
Kita yang nunggu di PC kebagian juga bang.
Oh, yes.
Aku belum bisa main soalnya soalnya hosting ini pun pakai laptop tempo dulu sih. But I believe even though I'm technically not a huge Spider-Man fan, but when I see people play the game, it looks really fun, you know.
Oh, it is fun.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
I'm not even a full Spider-Man fan, but I kind of want to play it too. That's the feel I'm getting, you know. Kayak pengen beli cuma buat main aja gitu.
Okay, I have news for you.
Okay, good. I'm listening.
Taka nyoba kok Taka pula.
Ya nggak apa-apa kan namanya juga.
Oh iya,
Aku
Falco
Taka.
Taka. Oh,
Aman.
It's in your handle name. That is practically what both of us call you sometimes. So don't worry about it. It's already in your handle
yeah.
name. Yeah. So
Yeah, so to be clear, yeah, you guys can call me Falco, but if we're close enough, you can call me Taka. Okay, so there's that. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I tried install that to my workplace laptop.
yes.
Basically, laptop kantor.
You
It
what?
runs.
You
Yeah,
what?
it runs.
Okay.
But you have to set the settings, very, very low indeed. But it's playable.
No FPS lags whatsoever.
Well, of course, it's going to be like in FPS below 30, but it's playable. No
Well-
crash.
Well, when you come to think about it, yeah, we came from an era of below 30 FPS. If you know what I mean.
Ya, tentu saja. Sekarang orang komplain, di bawah 60.
Yeah, this is
Back in our day,
back in our days, 30 FPS is a blessing. Anak zaman sekarang ya.
if it runs, it runs.
Yes, ya kan. Ashmish gimana? If it runs kan. Ash, are you okay there?
Oh, dia mati lampu.
Mati lampu?
Dang.
Ya
It got
ampun.
blackout.
Ya ampun.
Oh my goodness, astaga. Dang it!
I suppose. Well, we're just going to have to wait for his response. But anyway, there he goes. We are going to wait until he
Yes.
comes back. So don't worry. Ini ada pertanyaan dari chat ya. Is both people around you is your right hand like Batman and Robin?
Yes, my son.
How do I put this? They call themselves my staff, right? But I don't see them as staff. More like brothers in arms. You know. So, my equals.
Taka salah nangkap pertanyaannya. Sorry.
No. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. But I suppose for all purpose considered, right? Yeah, I believe staff is a legit description because after all, they are the one. Because after all, both of them have been helping me a lot. So there's that. As for how are we, well, it was fine until Ash is having a power problem. So I suppose while we wait for him, we can talk more, right? Better see them
Okay.
as brothers rather than slaves. Well, stream was started about half an hour ago, and Ash introduced himself as being my slave, to which I told him, "Don't give the Fujoshi ideas." Nanti besok.
And he said it in positive way.
Makanya, soalnya nanti ngasih Fujoshinya ide. Besok there's going to be there's going to be artwork of us doing, the things Fujoshi imagines. Which artwork is artwork, yeah, but at the same time, not what I was going to expect, if you know what I mean. But
Okay, here's okay.
Yes,
Sorry.
Go on.
Here's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I've known Ashmish for a while, quite a while,
Yeah.
before all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And surprising, the only way we can meet again is through gold.
Really?
Yes, back in my college years and his college years, maybe.
Through goal. Basically through me.
Yes. Sempat nggak ngomongan lagi sih karena lucunya gini, kami admin di suatu page webcomic di Facebook.
Oh.
Kalau masih ada yang ingat zaman Comic Rider, ya kamilah orangnya. He was known as Burang back then.
Buram. I think there was somebody, Hari. There was a viewer here, I believe, kan, who still remembers Falco. Yarimuchi was his name, right? So
It's because from the Taka name. But on the other hand, on the Comic Rider, I was known as Volta.
Volta, yes, I believe that was your other identity. Although now you are Falco, right?
Yes.
How's life on your side, by the way? I mean, how's the kids? How's the wife? Is everything in the family okay?
They're fine. Yeah. They're well. Yeah, usual family stuff, on weekend we're going on a trip. Just strolling, nothing fancy. Kalau udah di rumah disambut main-mainnya lah. Tidur ditemenin.
Family life must sound very nice, don't you think?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Yeah. Although I'm still surprised that you get married before me, even though you are like a few years younger. I think.
Don't get started on that.
No, don't worry. I wouldn't go.
It's because it's the time, it's the timing. It's gitu juga. Taka berusaha 3 tahun. We were working on it for 3 years.
Oh, on trip. Well, yeah, I see now. So that is actual. At least you didn't rush it like many young couples nowadays, from what I witnessed.
Well, of course. I was just in college when I knew her.
So you knew each other in college. I see. So, okay, some of the.
So we wait our time
Yeah.
to graduate and to get a job, get wages, nabung, saving money, and then, the rest is history.
See. The Commentary here is getting funny, by the way. Fujoshis don't need to get ideas. Two males in breathing distance of each other is enough to activate the neurons. Iya juga sih. Iya juga sih. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Yes, of course. Are you okay? I mean, kalau mau ke Warkopnya ada WC. If you want to go to relieve yourself, I think you can just go there. Anyway.
Asem. Lagi makan gorengan asem.
Okay. How do you guys meet each other? Oh. Ini ada pertanyaan. You mean us three or Falco and his wife?
Ya pertanyaannya apa nih sekarang nih? Tujuannya kemana?
Makanya. And
Oh, congrats for the wedding. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we were married 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
The reception, I mean. Yeah, we're still in marriage, of course. We have kid. It's our 3rd year, maybe. Yeah, for 3 years. Time flies by, you know.
How old is your son now, by the way?
Yeah, 2 years old.
Wow. Time really flies.
Time flies really fast, right? And one time he just little. Oh man, I still hold it in my hand, in my arms. Masih kecil. Tahu-tahu udah ngoceh sekarang. And he's running. He likes running.
He likes.
Apparently.
That sounds like he's a very energetic boy. But that's
Yeah, he really is.
yeah,
Yes.
But that's really good. Yeah. Oh, jadi ini katanya resepsinya pas pandemi ya? Was it?
Gak juga. Pertengahan belum sih. Pertengahan 2019. Ya, COVID kan 2019, tapi kan akhir tahun ya kan ya. Bulan November baru ada kasusnya kan.
Kurang lebih gitu.
We had our reception in July. I remember it was the premiere of Ultraman Taiga as well.
I only get to watch a bit of that before I got busy again. But I think it was the point where I believe your wife was really hyped for Taiga, or was it you?
Well, I think both of us maybe.
But also because Taiga is one of those bukan reboot, but what is the word for it?
Because he's the son of Taro, of course we hype.
Yeah. Yeah, that is what I mean. I was thinking of descendant or pupil, something along those lines, but I forgot. But so Taiga is a son of Taro.
Yes.
That explains the hype. Because I remember Taro being quite popular. But as I probably told you before, the Ultraman show which I happened to grew up with was Ultraman 80. Because I believe it played around the same time as also another favorite show of mine. Because I only mentioned Ultraman 80 because that is the one that I happened to grew up watching. But the one which I really enjoy watching while growing up is what the reason why I classify myself as a metal hero, Jan Person.
Oh yes, that's a classic one.
Yeah. And oh boy, hope Ash is doing okay. Mati lampunya nggak main-main pula. Why now?
Ooh, yeah, welcome to the how they put this, the Emerald Land.
Apa boleh buat?
Welcome to the Emerald Land. The usual problems.
Even when we are trying to have coffee, yeah, we still have problems. But anyway, what's the Have you been able to contact him? Hang on. Tapi when he's in
Ya ini taunya dari ini sih. Taunya dari DM.
DM,
Yes.
shit,
Yeah, through phone.
phone DM. So, wait, that means I think he should be able to download Discord on his phone and continue, kan? Have you tried asking him to do that?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to wait. You tell him to do that. I'm going to entertain chat for a bit. Let's see. Hello, yes, welcome. Not congrats the wedding comment after the Fujoshi comment. So, chat. Okay, hi. Welcome to our first ever coffee talk. We are in the middle of reminiscing the past and all that stuff, until unfortunately a little bit of incident has rendered one of our guests disappearing, thanks to the old Indonesian problem. So am I going to start singing? You said entertaining chat. I don't have my singing equipment right in the middle of a coffee shop, but for the time being, I suppose the question I would like to entertain chat with would be, what is your first ever tokusatsu show that each and every one of you are watching? I've already mentioned mine. I like Ultraman 80, I like Janpason during those days. When my parents were having Galactic Federation duties, and we were assigned to the nation of Indonesia, so I happened to be there and was watching all of it. How the three of us first met? By the power of the
How do we put this? Put this? Of
the-
course, through some electronic fields.
Yeah, by the power of the internet. Yeah. By the power of the internet, I think it started with Falco talking about Ashmish, right? For the first time. And then I somehow came across Ashmish in a Discord group. We got to talking, and then I put both of them together because I believe Ash, while you were praising Ashmish for his illustration skills, Ashmish was praising you for your design skills. So I just put two and two together, pretty much. Pitch a project, and here's how it ended up with.
Oh wow, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard from him before.
I think it's also probably because all three of us are very busy when you come to think of it.
Yeah. Maybe I can mention my first toku show, maybe?
I know you like the old stuff, and you have, I think you like the Ichigo and...
But
What?
not that old. Of course, I'm talking about my childhood years before
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah, but you never actually told me about your very first one when you watched as a child, but please go ahead.
Well, it was Ultraman 3.
That's a very popular one.
Yeah. I even had a CD of it. Episode 3 and episode 4 in Indonesian dub. It was good.
Just episode 3 and 4.
Iya, entah kenapa dapat CD-nya dulu.
Yeah, I guess...
Taka sampai hafal dialog kile aliennya seperti ini. Jala api suci akan membakar tempat-tempat kotor.
That I heard you were mentioning that, and then suddenly I feel like, wait a minute, I heard this before.
Ya kan, dap ala Indosiar dulu.
Dap ala Indosiar kan. What's that?
And that's Ultraman. The other maybe, of course, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I think at some point all of us watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah, of course, yes. Before I obsessed with anything else, I was obsessed with Power Rangers and Ultraman.
Yes, true.
And for Kamen Rider, maybe of course Kuga is my
Kuga,
first Kamen Rider show. Yes.
Yeah. So, Rama,
Tapi nggak boleh dikasih tonton dulu karena malam jam 7 waktunya ngaji dan belajar. Nging.
nging. I see.
Jadi cuma ternampak intronya doang selalu.
Aduh.
Kuga Satria Baja Hitam. Kuga memang kuat sekali.
That was a song, yeah. I never.
Ya, kan dulu lagu-lagu openingnya kan dilokalisasi ke bahasa Indonesia dulu.
Yeah, yeah. That means they gave a lot of thought for it, when you come to think of it.
Yeah. Some pretty cringy instrument wise, but some good. Remember Sailor Moon 1?
The one for me, right, which actually works very well despite the opening being dubbed and using the original instrumental, right, wasn't actually a Kamen Rider show. It wasn't a tokusatsu show either. Because the song resonated with me so much, right? I actually choose to use it on my karaoke last time. It's the opening for Digimon Season 2.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yes.
the one that- yeah. The one that goes dimulai cerita. Yang
Oh iya,
akan
ingat ya.
menang-
Digimon 1 2 tuh bagus banget dubnya ya.
Yeah, like the dub I forgot about the first Digimon, but the dub for the second Digimon, I still remember the first lines until now. So I think the dubbing team did a really good job, but also not to mention the instrumentals I think the instrumental is also easy to follow, in a sense.
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. Chat here says you remember Kuga died a couple of times on the show, and when you was a kid, it was really disturbing. Okay, yeah, what a Kuga, yeah. Yang sebelah sini, somebody here has watched Sentai Magi Ranger as a kid back from Vietnam. Not somebody, Martin. Martin watched Sentai Magi Ranger. Vietnam. So, wait, Martin, you're Vietnamese?
Interesting.
Yeah, I all this time I assume he's from the NA because he said he watches from NA. Oh, Vietnamese. Okay, got it. And Falco, this one I think you probably heard of this before, but this Krala is saying Mystic Knights of Tirnanok. I think I heard that from a YouTube video once. It's also a not American production, but I believe it was Raiga who mentioned about it to me for the first time. It's one of those shows that are so old but you don't forget about it,
Man,
Yeah,
I haven't heard that before.
I haven't heard that before, right?
Mystic Knights of Tirnanog.
Yeah. Well, like you haven't heard it, but you know where I heard it for the first time from? Our mysterious member Raiga, like guy who never shows up on social media, but whenever you need him, he always arrives first.
Well, he's a space sheriff, right? He's adventuring.
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing right now.
Yeah, me too.
First Kamen Rider was Agito, but that was after internet access. Dang. Okay.
Well, I remember watching Agito also in Indonesian TV. Also Ryuki, True Vice, True Blade, I think. If it's consistent. But it stops at Blade. I think.
Any idea what happened? Kira-kira kenapa? Kurang
Could be the decrease in popularity, maybe in interest. Karena udah masuk tahun 2000 berapa itu Blade? 2004 2005 mungkin itu satu, keduanya mungkin license problem. licensing problem.
2005 ya.
Yeah, I think so. Because since Blade, there was no Kamen Rider show since then. Hibiki, I haven't watched Hibiki, Kabuto,
Oh,
Den
wait,
Oki.
ada
Den
Ya.
sempat muncul lagi permukaan di
Ya.
stasiun TV yang lain.
Trans
Yes.
7, but around 2014. It stopped at Den-O. That was quite an interesting thing.
Oh yeah. Rama said right. It stopped at Den-O and actually on before Den-O there was Blade, and after Blade I don't know. There was no Kamen Rider show on air back then, and then there was Den-O, if I remember correctly. But for Power Rangers, of course,
It's still-
every season.
I think it still continues because probably because the majority of the watcher base are kids and yeah.
Yeah, in Indonesia, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers gets air first, and then the Sentai. So much that we thought that Power Rangers are the original, and the Super Sentai is the imitation or adaptation in this case.
That was back then, yeah. What
Yeah,
we thought. Waduh.
and then came the internet. So udah cari-cari info. Oh gini rupanya begitu.
Kan.
Oh.
Yeah. Hello guys. They did it. This is from Kevin. They did show Blade on Malaysian TV, but it was NTV7, which is. So then, when I was in Malaysia, I know what NTV7 is, but West Coast means the Sarawakians don't get it. I think, right? Karena West Coast kan means sebelah barat, so that means the Sarawak people don't get it. That's oh dear.
Oh yeah, you asked whether we can use Ashmish can use mobile version of Discord. So
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
his headset
Yes.
is not charged, and then his phone cannot use audio jack.
He can use.
So it was really distress situation.
What? He can just use the speaker phone, I think. Apa namanya? He can just use speaker phone, and we can actually forgive him for the time being as long as he is just alone in his room. If he is alone in his room in enclosed doors, yeah, then apa? I believe it's possible because sometimes karena kadang saya pakai Discord juga pakai speakerphone gitu. Tapi selama nggak ada gangguan luar ya. Let's apa harus hang on, let's help him out a little bit in here. Oh, he is offline in Discord, ya ampun. Waduh, situasi Indonesia. Neos level 100. Hey guys, how are you all? We have one missing. We are fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
But we have one missing member because he had a power cut. Kalau mati lampunya lama, biasanya lama banget itu. Unfortunately. Tapi mati lampunya. Why does mati lampunya kok sekarang sih ini PLN ini makin tahun bukannya makin apa? So, not just Sabah and Sarawak, but the eastern side of the peninsular continent also didn't get it. That's wow. Baru tahu. I just knew of this.
Interesting fact. Interesting
Yeah.
fact.
Interesting fact memang. Aduh. Yeah, I can't seem to contact him for some reason. Gitu. Cerah dan terang benderang aja kadang mati lampu. I mean, isn't that basically life in Indonesia?
Yes. In the middle of the day, there was power cut also.
Although, admittedly, I must say, kan, it's the fact that Falco is capable of joining us tonight, especially when you are really busy. Yeah, I was thinking with your human work. I believe that's what we call it. You do administrative work, tanda kutip kan, in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
the fact that you actually have time here is basically a heck of a miracle when you come to think of it. And somehow our first show had to be met with one hell of a disaster. But oh well. Thankfully, this is a test show. At least I consider it a test show. So we are probably will help Ash with some troubleshooting later after this, because we unfortunately have to deal with first world Indonesian problems. If you know what I mean.
Well, if I was in my hometown, we will get situation like that. We had a power cut for 21 hours once. Imagine 21 hours blackout.
You know, that actually happened in the big city once. So it's not just in the rural area. Because my parents were working as secret planetary ambassadors, yeah, in a sense, they were. Let's just say they had they had to make quite a bad report, because the office they were given, right, was in the middle of a major city center. So it's not a rural area, it's not a village, but a major city center, right? But that major city center also still experienced power cuts, and you think they are the type who have money to direct all the power there. 24-hour power cuts actually happen as well. So it was a bit of a problem, really. Susah memang.
And I have sad news for today. Apparently, Ashmish maybe cannot join us tonight.
Well, it's just
Apparently, his entire region had blackout. His entire region.
oh boy.
And he cannot log into Discord in mobile phone.
All right. Let me just. That means it's true that he really cannot join us, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. The worst case scenario, maybe.
The worst case scenario. All right. Let me just put this on. Hang on. Let me just put this on. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I wanted to talk more, yeah, but I don't feel the thing is, the topics are not as fun when you don't have a third person offering their opinion, you know. So maybe we can end this in about 15 minutes or half an hour. But at least, you know, Falco, at least so far, it means that this particular format, yeah, especially with how I taught you guys how to use Fugitech earlier, thanks to my friends, right? This particular format actually works, you know. I mean, if you
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you know, if you look at the stream screen right now, yeah, it's very apa. It looks very good, kan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to Ashmish also. Asid-asidnya gurih.
Yeah, asetnya gurih. Kan? I feel like this could be done too, you know. It could work as a future it could work as a future content as well. So he could be making models for other collaborators, right? And yeah.
Oh, there's a question in live chat. Is that when happened in Java Island?
What do you,
If you revert to my statement earlier, in my hometown, no. In other region. And Ashmish was in an entire different region that I cannot say right now. Because it's our secret identity thing, you know.
true. Power cut sounds like he didn't pay his electricity bill. Oh no, Kevin. To explain, right? When they mention region, both of them live in Indonesia. But for privacy's sakes, we will not mention which region they live in. And if you ask any other Indonesian viewers in the chat, Indonesian power cuts are legendary. But legendary in a sense of very, very bad. Right, Falco?
Of course.
Yeah.
But that's not because he didn't pay electricity bill. It's the infrastructure that's bad.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. The infrastructure is bad. If you want to know,
the infrastructure is bad.
Yeah.
The surface is bad.
yeah. If you want to know,
Tapi
right?
kalau nagih kenceng. Tapi kalau nagih kenceng.
Nagi paling kencang. Nagi paling kencang. It's like, you know that the electric guys visited my parents' office like 3 times in a month.
Buset.
Untuk what's the word? I don't know how do you say this in English. Untuk check matter. Like, how do you fail so much? How do you perform such horrible logistics? You know, how do you come 3 times in a month just to check on the meter? Like, once a month is enough, right? But that means there must be some logistical failure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nagi paling kenceng.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm chewing gorengan.
I mean, I'm also having sandwich, so with our table has gorengan, you know, and I think somewhere di ujung sono ada sandwichnya. Hello, Sir Gurdo, and everyone. Hi, werewolf.
Oh, hello there.
Yeah. What? Unfortunately, we might be ending early in about 15 or 30 minutes because Ashmish had a power outage, mati lampu dia, and yeah. But other than this particular mishap, it means I think we can congratulate ourselves on the fact that this prototype show is actually working wonderfully. But it had to be bloody cancelled by a power cut. Kurang ajar kan? Yeah.
Dang it.
It had to be cancelled by a goddamn power cut. I mean, come on. The assets look good already. So I believe we can try for a second
Second attempt.
yeah, a second attempt. Probably on a future. Or they say here PLN at its finest. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that right. You're damn right.
Man. Just a couple.
Deh.
Just a couple of friends hanging out and talking nerdy stuff is always great. I mean, that's yes, of course. What was about?
Yeah, it's fun.
What was about nerdy stuff? Oh yeah. I am recently into indie games, right? And when, especially I think nowadays even indie game developers, right, on Twitter are encouraging their fans that it's okay to buy their games when it's on discount, you know. So, thanks to the recent, I believe, Steam Winter sales, right? I got
Yeah.
and before the Steam Winter, I think it was Winter sale first before a Christmas sale because I completely forgot how the sales orders are being held. But during a previous sale, I was increasing the number of indie games I was having, right?
Oh, I see.
Falco, do you remember the title Suikoden?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the name. I just know
Yeah.
the name.
There are plenty of games that mimic Suikoden, but was created because the people love Suikoden and they have their own spins on it. And I'm just absolutely loving that. It seems like this year is the year of JRPG. So, bang, you know.
Are you talking the one who was developed by the original creators?
I think that is only coming next year, but there are still other games, you know.
I see.
Question. Yeah, somebody here has a question. If you revive one toku show, which would you revive or have a special season or movie? Falco?
Metal Hero, of course.
My man! My brother! Well, I was about
Yes.
to. If when you are done, I was about to say John Person, of course, but then you gave an even better answer. Metal
Because
Hero.
it's about time. Because it's about time. And this year is the
Yes.
40th anniversary
Yeah.
of Metal Heroes. Come
Yeah.
on.
Which one lah? All of them. Ini ditanya lagi. Which?
Kalau dari logo sih kayaknya sih Uchu Keiji. Kalau dari logo resminya, tapi sampai sekarang mereka masih cuma jualan. Komemoratifnya masih jualan.
I mean, if 40 year celebration, if they are going to celebrate, we just commemorative merchandise. I think it feels like we truly a neglected genre.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Although,
They say in Toei Tokusatsu World YouTube channel. That's a mouthful. They're working something. They are working something. But I don't know. We still don't know. What it is.
nanti jangan-jangan somethingnya here is some more premium Bandai stuff.
And it happens. They are releasing Chokogin figures of Uchu Keiji. The trilogy, the three Uchu Keiji.
Chokogin or Chogokin?
Chogokin. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, Chogokin.
Yeah.
At least Chogokin, yeah. Oh,
And they're expensive AF.
Yeah, I mean, I can afford them, but I also worry about my wallet sometimes because.
Yeah, sure, I can do it, but how's my wife and kid? If I buy that,
Nah, kan? Yeah.
I want that. I want those.
I live alone and technically means I have more money to spend on me. But even with all of that, I am still very careful with my money, you know. Kan? Because you can't buy everything, masalahnya. Right.
Here's the interesting comment.
Yes.
Rama. Okay, Rama. I hope they make more Beetleborg in the future. Here's the thing. They release apa sebutannya apa ya? Benda Henshin CSM untuk Metal Hero ada. What do they? Yes. Do you know the changer device of B Fighter?
Yes, the beetle shaped ones. Yes, I remember.
They released that this year.
Huh. Despite the fact that we are probably only old people who are fans of apa B Factor kan.
Yeah, and two series at once, B Fighter and B Fighter Kabuto devices. They released it.
Oh, maybe.
So that's the interesting tidbit right there.
That's
Yeah, I hope B Fighter can get a revival maybe.
I hope so, because if B Factor gets a revival first, that'll be interesting. Interesting thing, you know. But can you imagine if of all the things to get a revival, it's Kabutak?
And here's the news, also the news for you. Some toy manufacturer have a license of Kabutaku and they are making, I think, the big Sofubi one. The big Sofubi of Kabutaku and the Cobra one. I don't know the name. I forgot the name.
I see. Ini ada yang nanya.
I've seen the images.
Oh, but they are not on sale yet, right?
Maybe on pre-orders, maybe.
On pre-orders.
In the next days, maybe they'll open the pre-orders. But I've seen the teaser. I've seen the images.
It kind of makes sense. Like remember when you DM me that image of a new unnamed Gundam in Discord about the one which looks really good from Mercury, which is intended for Witch of Mercury, right? I believe it's just an announcement, but I heard. No. Actually, incorrect. They just announced it. They haven't take pre-orders yet. But they also just announced it, and people are already rustling their wallets. But they'll only be here in next year, so that's good. Our wallets are still safe. Ini ada yang nanya, how do we eat with our mask still on? Company secret.
There's a certain mechanism. That's all.
Bahasa Indonesianya rahasia perusahaan. You know.
Okay, most of my tokutos are secondhand. Yeah, do we all?
Some of us gitu juga kan. We love going to second-hand shops to see what are they recently selling. When you come to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
okay, tanya apa?
Oh, you may go ahead first. Sorry.
Oh, okay, pertanyaannya apa tadi? Nggak apa-apa, sorry.
Ini pertanyaan dari chat sih. Have you seen the Shin Ultraman movie? Well, Taka has.
Yes.
Yeah. But Taka is more of an Ultraman fan. I was just very mesmerized at Anno's work. But if you want to hear Taka talk about it in detail, because he's more of a bigger Ultraman fan than I am, yeah. So go ahead, Falco.
Well, it's because it's also Anno's work. Because we know that Annos is a very, very deep Ultraman fan.
Yes.
So anything he know about Ultraman, he put that into that movie. That's it.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
This reminds me of a time when people are making a ruckus that on Netflix, Ultraman was rated in a much more popular manner compared to Evangelion. And I was just scratching my head, like, do these people know what kind of person the creator of Evangelion is? Kan?
If only they know.
If only they knew. Like, the guy has a massive nerd boner for Ultraman. So, Ultraman even if it's the if it's the Netflix Ultraman, the one which they took from the manga, right?
Yeah.
Even if that particular Ultraman beats Evangelion, I think Anno himself will be smiling, because hey, it's the work of his inspiration. You know what I mean? So yeah, those were interesting times. People were mad, but Anno is probably smiling. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, okay, tell you what. It's currently 11:15, so I think it's a good time to end it here, Falco, because it's not fun without the three of us.
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
It really can't be helped, but on the good side, yeah, I would like. There's a last question. What happened if your kid mess up one of your toys, Falco?
Sabar. Because it's already happened.
Oh,
Some of it happened.
yeah, that
Some of it happened.
that actually got me into Appa as well. That got me thinking that maybe I understood something from one certain incident, Papa Gol, my father, right? I knew I know he is not a nerd like me, but now that I got the context of toy destruction, right? This now I will always be forever sorry with this incident, because that he collects stamps. Okay, dia ngoleksi perangko.
Yeah.
And being as ancient as he is, some of his stamps, actually dates back from the colonial era.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, he has an entire books of it. But then when we were young, he actually put them very high so nobody could get them. Okay, but then within our house there's a tangga lipat, so me and my brother would reach up there and actually manage to get his hand on his stamps. So when he got back, there were two unruly children with stamps all over the floor.
Good.
We didn't know how valuable they were back then. But can you imagine colonial era stamps scattered all over the office floor?
Dang it.
Yeah. At that time, we didn't understand his reaction, because he saw us and he just gave us a look for 5 long minutes, which seemed like an eternity. He didn't smile, he didn't frown, he didn't shout, he just looked at us.
And that's exactly what I did.
And he turned back, right, and went to his room, but he didn't say anything.
And that's what I actually did also. My where is it? There it is. My Kamen Rider Nigo Shodo.
Shodo, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! What did your son
In
do?
at his hand, he plays for some while, and the feet and a foot, a foot snap. Yeah. And
Kamen-
that and Kamen Rider Nigo.
Nico. Oh, wait. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Did you manage to fix it?
Yeah.
Did you manage to fix it?
Okay, hold on. So what I did next is like what you said about your father.
You just stare at it and then you went back
You
to
just stare. You just stare. You don't know what to do. If you get angry, of course, it's bad. Of course, it's bad. You have to be patient. So, sabar, kayak sabar.
Yeah.
Kuncinya cuma sabar.
And I think
So I slowly reached the toy, and I gave him his other toy for a distraction. And I keep it for maybe 2 days. Then I managed to fix it. Good thing I had a spare.
yeah. I actually have no idea what my father did after that, but so what happened, I think there's a continuation to the story. We thought it would be cool if we were to collect stamps as well, but at the same time, the idea that we had was to, he lined up the stamps neatly in an album. Have you seen a stamp album before? And with
I think I did.
yeah, and with our grubby hands, we pry it off the album and put it in a tin.
You what?
We were children, Falco. We were children. Look, you don't collect stamps, right? But I think after that description, you already know what kind of horror story is that. Now, 10 or 20 years later, now I just realized that both me and my brother probably fucked up a lot. Because, yeah,
You guys were like, oh no.
yeah. Now that I remember it, I just went, oh no. Because I remember very well that one of the stamps had, the angka, the numbers, right? I kid you not, Ned. One of the stamp had a number 1895.
89. Huh?
The year 1895.
Wow.
I think it's one of the stamps that we pry off the album. Rama is correct. Anak durhaka.
Yeah, but what do you expect? They're children.
But I
and we
think-
were also, we were children
Yeah,
also.
I do
At
believe. I
once.
do believe that Dad actually managed to get his hands back on the album, and he stored it back maybe after very carefully, apa. But I think somewhere in my room that tin with the colonial era stamps are still somewhere in there. When I get back, I should probably give it back to him. Because
In a freaking tin.
sounds like Metal need to give his a very, very heartfelt Christmas present this year. I'll probably visit a Japanese post office then to see if I can get some souvenirs.
Oh yeah, di Jepang kan banyak stem-stem yang bagus-bagus juga kan.
Yeah, I believe if I go visit their main office, right? The main office has a museum where you can buy you can buy probably Showa or Meiji era stamps,
Yeah, that will be the perfect Christmas gift.
Yes. When you come to think about it, they'll be really nice. But yeah, even as a non-stamp collector, when you hear me tell the story, you also feel a bit of horror, kan? Because at some point collecting stamps is a nerdy thing to do, right?
Yeah, because we're also collectors, right?
Yes.
Just different things.
Agreed. Oh, Janos is here. Hi, Janos. This guy recently.
Janus.
Yeah, this guy recently purchased an art of me and him giving a fist bump to each other. How are you doing,
Oh,
Janos?
hello there. Hello there. Yeah, we met at Twitter, but I'm sorry, I'm not used to Twitters. So
Now,
I'm sorry.
now that you are being introduced here, I think more people will get to know you because right now we have. Earlier we had above 15 people watching. Now we have 11, which is basically my my regular stuff. But anyway, yeah. I believe now is a perfect time to end the stream because there is more that I want to talk about. But as I said earlier,
Yeah, sadly.
as I said earlier, Ashmish, if you read the thingy, Ashmish had a power cut, right? So, well, this format seems to be a good success. I think we should do more. Yeah, and I might probably be in. Might probably mungkin aku bakal ngundang yang lain-lain ya, other guests, right? But we shall see. Karaoke stream was well. There are so many people who want to watch Ghoul sing.
Maybe we can sing together someday.
Oh yeah, hey guys, do you know Falco is a better singer than me? Yeah. Okay, time to run.
Just so you know, I'm a shower singer.
Showa era singer, right? Because
It's a pun. It's a pun also. Showa and shower.
wait, you are mentioning shower singer.
Shower, yeah, shower.
So am I actually. Gua juga kok. But yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
is it good to promote my small?
Yeah, I think you can. You have moderator privileges. I think you can. I think you can just link. You can link your smule. But wait a minute. Your smule had your face on it, right? Are you going to be okay?
Falco, but the names I cannot change it. But the pic is Falco.
Or the pick is Falco.
Yes. But my real name is on the profile. I cannot change it for some reason.
Well, I mean, if you are, if,
So don't mind that. Don't mind that.
if you are really okay with that, then you are free to promote your smule because technically, you as you said.
no.
us.
Never mind.
It's as you said, you did consider yourself a staff, so and not a VTuber yet.
Oh wait, Ashmish.
Ash, eh? Is he back?
Oh yes, he's on.
Hey! All right, we'll just wait for him for a bit.
Okay.
Is he back? Okay, we'll just wait for him for a bit.
Hey, he's on the way. He's on the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on the way. Waduh.
Phew. Great news.
Aduh, tapi
Just as you guys were about to wrap up, yes.
astaga.
Dang.
I guess, we can go for another 3 minutes. Continue stream. The show
Yeah.
continues.
The show must go on.
That's from a song. The show must go on, indeed. Okay, that means I can get rid of this. Now we'll just wait for him to come in. Just,
Any minute now.
yeah.
By the way, about small earlier, never mind. I will
Never-
work on something new. Yeah, I will work something new.
Yeah, I think it's better that way, yeah. In a sense.
Because I really want to make a tribute to the recently passed, our king of Anisong, our Aniki. Yeah. Rest in
was-
power.
I was thinking of the same thing. Maybe, I was just talking about how I want to do a single stream where I do nothing but bell out Aniki songs, Ichiro Mizuki songs. Maybe that could be an idea. It's Christmas anyway, so why not? Maybe something in the future. Tommy Oliver. Well, yes. The passing of Tommy Oliver is a very horrible.
Ubi, astaga. Come on.
Yeah.
First, Kevin Conroy. Dang!
Oh yeah,
I'm
Kevin.
a huge Batman. Yeah, I'm a huge Batman fan, and why I heard the news, you have no idea how devastated I was.
Kevin Conroy.
First Kevin Conroy, and then Jason David Frey. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Kevin Conroy and Jason David Frey, I consider it a huge loss, but I think the one that hit me the most was Ichiro Mizuki, Aniki, because that is you know what happened to me because of it. I had to take a day off from class thanks to it. Because, that means we will not be able to hear him sing Mazinger anymore. When you come to think of it.
Yeah, we cannot see him in Super Robo Spirits anymore.
Super Robo Spirits is how many times in how many years?
I don't know, but it's annual.
And so it's supposed to be every year, kan?
Yeah, it's supposed to. And the last time he sang, he was on his wheelchair. It hurts to watch,
I think he really just wants to be doing it again for one more time. And from what I heard,
yes.
What was that one last reboot which he was working on? I completely forgot, but apparently there was one last reboot he was working on. Hey, Ashmish!
Oh, yes, it's back.
Okay, he is back. Ashmish is back. We heard the news.
Iya, mati lampu tadi hampir satu Kalimantan Timur. Untung udah nyala lagi nih.
Saya, you just dox yourself.
Ya nggak apa-apa sih, kan saya tidak menyembunyikan identitas sebenarnya.
Ya juga bukan, ya kita ini bukan alter ego ya kan, kita ini
Bener,
extension of our identity.
Wih, bener banget itu Bang Taka.
Mungkin untuk kalian berdua ya, tapi in my case it's an alter ego, so I am the one who should be careful kalau gitu. But yeah, hey guys,
Bener.
Ashmish is back. We thought about wrapping up earlier because you are not here, kan? Kira soalnya banyak yang mau ngomongin juga kan, tapi
Iya,
apa?
bener.
Tapi kalau nggak ada orang, because the plan was ada orang ketiga kan, so nggak seru nanti takutnya kan malah balik. Where have you been? Rama, si Ashmish mati lampu.
Mati lampu tadi Bang
Ya.
Rama, ini baru
Ya.
nyala lagi.
Ya, mati lampu.
So
But
what
yeah.
did I miss?
Where do we begin? we were talking
Macam-macam lah ya.
Yeah, we were talking about more nerdy stuff about shows, and then I think the topic was about if there is a franchise that you want to see rebooted, which one it is, and both of us were saying Metal Hero, kan?
Ya, Metal
And
Hero
then-
should be.
Ya, and then tadi juga ada cerita apa reaksi ketika anakmu mecahin mainanmu, kan? Falco just give him his own account where it actually happened to him. I remember a story where I messed up my father's stamp collection with my brother. And the thing is, while stamps may be different than collecting toys as collectors, right? But it's still a collection is a collection. So now that the topic got brought up, I actually just remember I didn't understand but the thing is I didn't understand my father's reaction back then. You know,
Hmm.
15 years later, now I'm thinking, holy shit. Maybe that's what he means. Because long story short, Yakan Ashmish,
Yeah.
a lot of the stamps that my father collected, which that Papa Gold collected, were from the colonial era.
Ooh.
I don't know how he got his hands on them, but I still remember because one of the stamps had the numbers on it, 1895. So we got our hands on his stamp album, and we wanted to follow his idea on collecting stamps as well. But we don't have fancy album for stamps. So me and my brother, this will hurt a bit, pry the stamps of the album and put it in a biscuit tin.
Oh.
And imagine all of this, right? While we are both under 17 years old, I think I was only 15, brother was 13, something along those lines. Plenty of those stamps are colonial era stamps. So when Dad got back from work, he looked at us. He just stared at us, not smiling, not angry, not reacting anything for 5 long minutes before he went back to his room.
Karena lebih baik begitu daripada meledak marah sih.
Yeah.
Bener.
That's the thing.
Bapak teladan tuh.
Yeah.
GG Papa Gold.
Yes, GG memang. So 15 plus years later, now I understood why he looked at us like that. And I believe he managed to retrieve the albums from the floor because here's the thing. When he came back and saw the condition of his office, right? There were 2 rapscallions, basically me and my younger brother, right? And all stamps from his album scattered all over the floor. So imagine colonial era stamps scattered all over the floor.
I think
Yeah.
if that were me, I'll put my sons in
Adoption.
apa tuh? Panti asuhan.
Oh no. Oh dear. But yeah, none of
You're up for adoption, kid.
I mean, none of us collect stamps, right? But I think hearing how the value of those things, you'll understand what's going on in there, right? Although, I think though he managed to retrieve plenty of it, hopefully so. And now I am thinking maybe I should get him a gift because somebody in chat suggested. So probably tomorrow I'm going to be free, so I probably should go visit the headquarters of JP Post in Osaka and get him something. Yeah, now that you come to think about it, I should do that actually. Because holy shit. Okay.
And we were also talking about the first tokusatsu shows that we watched, right?
Yeah. Right, I think that was when you actually had a power cut. So Ashmish, what was the first tokusatsu show that you ever watched?
I think it was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. When it was aired back in TV swasta itulah, waktu masih kecil.
TV swasta,
Yeah, of course.
Tapi kalau speaking about Japanese tokusatsu, I think it was Kuga deh kayaknya ya.
Of
course.
Kuga
Yeah.
fan. Right.
Soalnya kalau dibilang Black atau RX juga kayaknya waktu itu masih terlalu kecil buat paham gitu. Kayaknya nonton waktu kecil cuma nggak
Ya
nggak inget
sama-sama.
gitu.
Ya sama sih.
Yang nonton dengan sadar itu Kuga gitu.
Iya tepat sih nonton pas sudah sadar gitu, pas sudah ingat.
I mean,
Mungkin ternampak tapi kita nggak ingat gitu.
Bener.
Karena pernah gini juga. I came across a title card. It reads Ultraman Leo.
oh,
Yeah. Ingat di SCTV ada tulisannya Anda akan menyaksikan Ultraman Leo.
Iya sih dulu di SCTV itu.
I don't remember.
you know when
Tapi
you,
nggak ingat openingnya, isinya nggak ingat, cuma title card. Abis itu nggak tahu abis itu ngapain.
you know, come to think of it, right? Ya kalau dipikir-pikir juga sih kan. Let me just put it into context like this, yeah. When I was watching Jan Person on television, I'm not sure if you guys are old enough to know this. I believe it was under a kids show, and the host of the show was someone by the name of Kak Ria Enes dengan bonekanya Susan.
Oh iya 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 iya.
Yes.
Of
So,
course.
as the host Kak Ria Enes dengan boneka Susan, they were introducing Jan Person. I believe it played every Wednesday afternoon, right?
Oh.
And but at the same time, I do remember that I wasn't even 10 years of age when Jan Person was playing on television. I forgot what's the word for it. I forgot what year I was, but it was pretty something. Yeah. But at that point, the only reason probably as a less than 10-year-old child when I was watching Jan Person, right, was just there was always one scene, ada satu adegan kan, yang bikin aku betul-betul, as a child dengan mata berbintang-bintang gitu, maksudnya nonton sampai matanya berbintang-bintang kan. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
But I think this was a technique or a trademark of Metal Hero shows, right? The part where the enemies would bombard the hero with so much ammunition, dari senjata biasa, rocket fire, sometimes they throw in a beam weapon for good measure, kan? And out of the smoke, the hero walks out of smoke very slowly, unscratched. As a child, that is the best.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, like they were literally built like walking tanks. I think that's why when I pitched the idea of my character design, I told him I want to be a huge walking tank. Because back then, when you think of walking tanks, we are talking in Japanese standard, we are talking about somebody with a body size of Okamoto Jiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Jan Person's son was Okamoto Jiro before he became THICC. And now that he's a bit older and he got a little thicker, and do you remember that screenshots of what was his name again? That cobra pattern yang ungu Kamen Rider?
Oh, Kamen Rider Oja.
Yeah. Do you remember Thick Oja?
Yes.
Iya ya. Benar
Yeah.
juga.
Di Rider Time, ya, di Rider Time.
Rider Time. Ada Thick Oja, and I was and I saw the screenshots, and I thought, is this Okamoto Jiro?
Yes, it's Jiro-san.
Yeah, and to explain it, they have the what siapa sih namanya the holder of the Oja buckle, who is the name of the host, the guy.
Nama karakternya Asakura, cuma nama aktornya
kan?
lupa sih.
And then to make a connection for that, Asakura is shown living on a good life on a table full of food. I don't know whether it's come from the same show, but they put both pictures together. A thick Oja on the left in social media, and Asakura on a dining table full of food on the right. And then I was thinking, yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that checks out. Living the good life.
Sebelumnya pernah lagi ada satu di movie seperti itu juga. RX
juga sempet kan gitu ya?
Ya, RX di Super Hero Tyson GP. Itu udah pasti Okamoto Jiro. Nampak nyingkap armor dadanya itu. Pas jadi RX.
Wow. Yeah, when you come to think about it. But that means Okamoto Jiro is still very strong, even though he has on a few pounds already. When you come to think of it, he's still very strong.
Yeah, Jiro-san is so great.
Yeah. Bless his soul, though. I think the story was he does judo. Is it? Or was it karate? I forgot.
I also forgot.
No. So, Speaking of presents for the ini dari chat ya. Speaking of presents for their dad for Christmas, I'm getting him like 6 bottles of different flavored soju alcohol. 6 bottles of different flavored. I am thinking of chamisu now all of a sudden. That is a very popular Korean alcohol, and they sell it in Japan here for the Korean students to remember home, because it gained a legendary status, chamisu, the brand of the alcohol, right? Because it is available in convenience store, the konbini, yeah. You can easily get a bottle for less than 400 yen, and it's very good. It tastes very good when, yeah. Is it chamisu though? So, but oh yeah, both of you can drink alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Uh,
Whoops. Ashmish bisa,
Never mind.
Ashmish bisa minum alkohol.
Technically bisa gitu ya, cuma nggak pernah sih.
Okay, got it. Yeah. KR Oja came back in the new movie. Which new movie is this?
Apparently the movie Tyson gets and revise the winter movie.
Man, there's just so many of them. I cannot keep up,
Ya, sama.
I lost track. I also lost track.
I mean, at least that means the kids in Japan are eating real good. Meanwhile, I am still focused on apa. Meanwhile, I'm still focused on which from Mercury, because that is something that is actually very enjoyable to watch for me. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I should tell both of you guys this. Which from Mercury is so popular in Japan, right? That you know the brand Figurize.
Iya.
Yeah. Figurize Suleta Mercury yang the price for the retail price is less than 2,000 yen. Okay? But
Yeah.
I don't know about what happens in Indonesia, but in Japan digoreng sampai 8.000 yen ke atas.
Waduh.
What the?
Yeah, and this isn't even the Indonesian market yet, because that's how popular. Because Yuri? No, it's not because of the Yuri. The thing is, those Yuri or yaoi baits, right, have been since the very first Grandpa Gundam already. The people were already putting Amuro and Cha together before before any of us could think about it. And when the character designer of the OG Gundam, right, when the character designer came up for a collectible poster, right, of Amuro and Cha, there is an art directly from the character designer, right, where Amuro and Cha are floating in space, and their helmets are actually in contact with one another. They are still wearing helmets. If that is not yaoi bait, then I don't know what else it is. I mean,
Itu ada yang bilang tuh mie goreng tuh, bukan mie goreng,
Yeah.
tapi Figurize.
bukan mie goreng. Digoreng kan is basically a statement for upping up the price until no. But if you really want to know, mie goreng di restoran Indo di Jepang 2.500 yen.
300.000.
Wow.
Mie goreng 300.000.
Yeah. So, yeah. It tastes delicious, mind you. It's basically just like home. But when you can buy mie goreng at home for I don't know, less than 5.000 rupiah kan?
Iya, sekarang 3.000 kayaknya.
Goreng sendiri 2.000 perak.
Makanya kan. But yeah, the reason I know this is because in Osaka there is an Indonesian restaurant, right, called Terang Bulan. Okay?
Widih.
And yeah, not the Terang Bulan joke, by the way, but the owner,
Apaan tuh terang
yeah,
bulan itu?
ownernya, pemiliknya is Balinese.
Ah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
And this guy, right? You know, Balinese being Balinese, right? Their name starts with E, right? E something something gitu. Ya,
Imade biasanya.
Imade, ya kan? Ya. This guy, I kid you not, salam kenal bang, and then he handed me over his name card, right? Yeah. I kid you not, his name is E Harimau Perkasa.
sangat keren.
Wow.
and I was just standing there. Your name is Mighty Tiger. Holy crap!
Mighty Tiger.
Yeah, god dang. But
That's going to be a good character, isn't it?
yeah, that sounds like a good character already. And then his assistant has his own name card, and that's when I nearly lost it. I had to get out of there because if not, I will break out in laughter. I cannot make this up, okay? His assistant is called E Gede Banget. Do with that information or how you?
Nah, sekarang apanya yang gede?
Ya mungkin rezekinya kali, makanya dikasih nama begitu.
Oh, Masya Allah. Ya, bisa.
Let's go with rezeki.
Bisa rezeki gede lah.
I still,
Good fortune.
yeah, I still have the name cards. I'll show you guys sometime if I ever get back there, because holy crap, this was something.
Tapi itu bagus ya, kalau misalnya ada orang namanya I gede banget gitu, dia punya kartu nama, dibikin kartu namanya kecil banget gitu. Jadi kecil dilihat namanya I gede banget.
Iya. Dibaca kuat-kuat kan. I gede banget. Padahal kartunya kecil.
Ya, ini chatnya juga ngomong kan, which one is gede? Rezekinya besar. Ya. Just reminds me of a Hong Kong fella I met once whose name is Satan. Oh. Yes, that is a very Cantonese name, but
Satan.
hang on. What's going on in the chat in here? People are talking about Gundam Witch from Mercury. Witch from Mercury got popular in Japan not because of the Yuri elements, but also because of how well, even though the story seem like it's a slow pace, but that's the thing, you know. Even in the original Gundam, human company politics, you know, things like Anaheim Electronics, Zimat, Zionic Corporation, it's always been a thing, you know. And we had a meme, you know, for a very long time. Ini pasti ulah Anaheim lagi, and we were right, kan? Like, yeah. So basically, yeah, not for, at least for me, the story is very typical corporate politics kind of thing, which is already a trademark from the old Gundam. And the fact that it was also funny and lighthearted, right, with the protagonist, right, is actually at some point very relatable, because Suleta is just trying to do her best, you know. And then you get thrown in the middle of a situation between company politics and you know, and basically branch companies fighting for domination and all of that. Just, it's basically something that is very. There is a term for it in Japanese. I believe it's called space opera. Have you both heard of this before? Space opera, like the terms.
Well, I know the term. Yeah, the only space opera that I can think of is Star Wars.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Star Wars is space opera to the people from the West, just like how Gundam is space opera for the people in the East, right? And space opera isn't exactly a new genre. When space opera was introduced, it was from a show called Captain Harlock.
Dang.
Yeah, if you know, then you know, right? If you don't, then I will be very much. I think I actually have no idea how to explain either because I'm not old enough to watch Captain Harlock. But yeah,
Or maybe Uchu Senkan Yamato.
Uchu Senkan Yamato is about the 19s, is around 1970s, I think. And there is also ini ngomongnya apa? There is a good space opera called Legend of Galactic Heroes. Man, that is a name I haven't heard for a very long time. Legend of Galactic Heroes is basically battleship combat. You know, it's battleship combat anime. You know.
Ooh.
Warhammer 40k. I suppose you can consider it a space opera as well, but even though the origins were very deep rooted in how the original writers were complaining about the British government in a way, so that's why they put parodies of all sorts of the British government from there. But I thought when it comes to science fiction, the Brits were more into Doctor Who, which they tried to make which they tried to make it a more of a, what's the word for it? Apa namanya? They tried to make it more of a educational documentary or mockumentary format, because the earliest Doctor Who formatnya itu is almost resembling documentaries, like the very early. I'm talking about the very early black and white ones. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, like yeah, Doctor Who has quite a very respectable legacy. Like, if because the way I heard some people say, and even I can attest to this because I've watched some Doctor Who shows as well. I watched the one where what was his name again? What was that actor's name? Never mind. But yeah, Doctor Who had a very limited budget for British television, right? But they somehow make it work. So that was, if you remember, Falco, that was the general idea behind what I had in mind when both of us were trying to make independent films back then, right?
Yeah, yes.
Despite the limited budget, if you know how to make it work, then yes, it's very workable. And that's why Doctor Who had such a huge loyal fan base, was because the story, is workable. Despite the limited budget, you know. And it says here, I think it's also been quite a while since we got a proper new Gundam series before which. What is a proper Gundam shows nowadays? Because if there is something that I really, I don't know about YouTube, but if there is something that I really dislike, it's basically people trying to make it so that every new Gundam show had to be dark and serious. Soalnya gimana ya? Now
Itu mah antek-anteknya Iron Blood Orphans mah.
It has been a thing before the antek Iron Blooded Orphans. I mean, do you remember Gundam Seed? And
Mungkin orang-orang itu capek sama itu tuh Gundam Builder kali. Apa sih? Iya, Builder.
That's the
Oh ya,
thing.
Gundam Build Fighters ya.
Makanya,
Build Fighter.
that's the thing.
Kan
The Build
banyak.
Build Fighter memang banyak, tapi the thing is Build Fighter, ya kan, itu memang ditujukan pada yang umurnya lebih muda.
Iya, benar.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing, I don't know why people are complaining so much when it was already very clear, ya kan, that we just have to watch the show, kan, and it's already very clear on who is this for. And as for me, kalau nggak Kalau nggak suka jangan nonton. I mean it's pretty much that simple,
Ya,
kan?
itu penyakit orang zaman sekarang sih, too much complaining gitu.
Ya,
Sih.
too much
Kayaknya
nitpicky.
nggak happy gitu kalau nggak komplain.
Ya,
Biar kelihatan keren, kelihatan edgy keren gitu.
ya kan? Like,
Just enjoy the show, man.
well, we don't.
Bener, kalau nggak enjoy nggak usah ditonton gitu.
Ya makanya like literally I but at the same time because it's also Gundam, yeah, even though I also personally feel that build factor is weak in many places kan. Tapi kalau enggak ditonton, I wouldn't be able to give things like, lectures about what actually happened in many build factor shows. Cuma ujung-ujungnya nanti if you try to fight the die-hard fans, ya kan, ujung-ujungnya capek sendiri because I don't know how their thought process actually go. They feel like every Gundam show had to be connected somehow. And the thing is, if they are complaining about the way how Gundam has taken a very childish direction, when way back then, it's already had that direction with the introduction of SD Gundam. How old is SD Gundam? Remember? And those were before our time, and it was marketed towards children because they make the things look really cute, Gun. I believe the first SD Gundam I knew actually I think came from this is the one that I'm aware of. It came from 1994. At least the first SD Gundam show. And nowadays, yeah. How do I put this? Is SD Gundam still going on? Lupa gua sih. But yeah,
Masih deh yang itu.
kayaknya
apa,
masih kan.
Dynasty Warrior.
Tapi makanya kalau like I think at the end I don't lose anything if I don't watch it. Gitu loh. Nggak suka ya jangan nonton. Like I'm not a big fan of SD, so that's why I don't engage in it. Yet sometimes I heard people complaining why does SD exist? Kan. Capek sih kalau ngomongin. It says here, everything is oversaturated, yet everyone complains when something doesn't match their taste. Kan?
Bener.
Ya memang.
Right?
Do you guys know they recently announced Super Sentai?
Ya, King of Gear.
King Oja. King Oja.
King Oja.
Really unique.
Ya keren loh.
I haven't. Do they have a trailer already or costumes?
First look poster.
I'll go look at it later. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kayaknya mereka bukan mencoba sih, ngelanjutin aja gitu yang udah dari Zenkaiger dan Brothers itu kan agak-agak beda tuh desainnya tuh dari
Ya, bikin-
Sentai pada umumnya gitu ya.
Ya biar fresh. Kayaknya lucunya memakai image yang terbalik ini. Sentai memakai estetik Rider pakai estetik
bener.
Sentai. Remember Saber?
Yes.
Kamen Rider Saber udah kayak Sentai.
I dropped Saber after halfway, I think, because I just simply lost interest in it. But
Halfway, that's cute. I dropped after one episode.
you have really high standards, don't you? Ashmish
Banyak yang
gimana?
bilang Saber itu bagus di akhirnya gitu, tapi ya itu deh, saya juga ngedrop di paling 10 episode lah gitu.
Yeah.
Yeah, because first impression is everything. I
Yeah,
think.
I think. Although, I can pretty much agree with that. But that's also because I wasn't big on the design in the first place. But then I had to at least try to give it a chance, So maybe I can understand something. But by 20 episodes, I'm just like, where is this going? You know, from what direction? Although, admittedly, what is the name of that rider with the giant sword?
It
Buster.
was Buster.
Yeah.
Buster.
I like Buster's design. Itu aja.
Yeah, of course. Everyone.
Yeah, sama.
Yeah.
Same. It's the
Yeah,
same.
I
him.
like Buster's design and the fact that the Buster actually had a very well-written story of a family man who just wants to do good things for his kid. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Ya kan? So,
Yeah.
although maybe if they make a Buster Gaiden or something, did they? I don't know. Tapi
Ada kan? Mereka
in
bikin
manga.
manganya kan ya?
Manga
Kalau nggak
kan?
salah.
Yeah.
Manga standalone Buster gitu kalau nggak
makan
salah.
ada ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll follow that, but that is probably the only thing that I can that I kind of enjoy because of how I think just from the get go, Buster is something I like. Gitu.
I agree.
Although, what was it again? And speaking of Gundam, but yeah, cuma currently the only thing that I am very interested in, and yeah, so the figurized Suleta Mercury, ya kan digoreng 8.000. Okay, now, it wasn't just that, but because people are genuinely supporting the show, at least the Japanese crowd, yeah, because they really like it, you know. I think it's also probably because they also understand how the storyline is going and on the finer things on story writing. Meanwhile, I see people complaining about it not having enough action. So I was thinking, if you are watching Gundam like this and you are expecting action, I personally think that they need to find a new show. Gitu loh. Because ya gitu, Gundam is basically space opera in a sense, but it's just a very popular franchise, so people feel like they have to have their own opinion about it. Don't you guys think so? Kan? And yeah, I think it was just last week. No wait, yeah, it was just last week, right? One of the Gundam from the shows, Gundam Farak, right? If you guys Google it later, it looks like an armored core AC. You know?
Armored.
Yeah.
Okay.
Farak is one of the popular mechas from the show. I joined a Japanese queue to buy Gundam Farak.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He's unique looking. Yeah, it's cool.
Yes. So, you know Japanese legendary queues, right? That you often see on social media, where Japanese people would queue on very long queues just to buy something dedicated.
Yeah. Sampai the other side of the road.
Yes. So, Farak, I think, came on the 17th of December. And I was there 10 in the morning joining a Japanese queue in Yodobashi Camera. And I think it was almost 2 hours, right? I wasn't wearing body armor or anything, so my legs were nearly dead. But here's the thing. They did everything, and they did this, right, to prevent scalpers. Because one person is only allowed to carry one Farak, right? So when this technique was first done, yeah, the scalpers would gather their friends, like 10 of them, and all of them would march at the, at the shop just to join the queue. So, but at the end, I think they stopped doing this was because the money they make it's not the same as the amount of queue they have to endure. You know? Yeah. So
That's not worth it.
it's not worth it, memang, because I queued there for 2 hours. So if every time there's a new release and you have to queue for 2 hours per day, that's a lot of time wasted, right? But because it was my first, I consider it quite a momentous occasion, you know. It's a bit exciting. First time joining a legendary Japanese queue. I mean, you would want to at least try it once in your life, don't you think?
Iya bener tuh.
Ya kan? Minimal pengen coba sekali, ya kan? and my God, 2 hours, but I got Farak.
Oh.
Yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to have a stream where I finish building the aerial, right? And chances are when the aerial is done, I'm probably going to continue with a Farak, and I'll stream it as well. But this time I'll try to finish it in one stream, because finishing the aerial in 3 streams is, I think it's a bit too much. Kan?
Iya itu aerialnya
Iya.
udah kelar belum sih? Waduh, belum.
Bro, I was busy. Tapi ya, I think stream tomorrow mungkin aerialnya dah habis. Then after aerialnya habis, I'll move on to the Farak, because Farak just got released. I think everybody wants to see it, and I'll
Yeah,
try
benar.
to.
Yeah.
I'll try to finish it. Oh, hi, Kola. Hello. Kola is here. There'll be a long stream for sure. Yes, it is. I think those that were complaining about the lack of action fighting in the Gundam series were introduced to the Gundam franchise from the Build Fighters. Well, yes, in Build Fighters, you need a lot of fights, because you know why? Kids love seeing fight actions. Kan? Gitu. But yeah, there is a fight every 2 episodes. Exactly, kan? In Witch of Mercury, there's a fight every 2 episodes, but apparently that's not enough for them. If 15 minutes of if 20 minutes of the show is not filled with fights, then these people are not happy. I think sampai separah itu. So, yeah. Oh yeah, guys. By the way, ini Kola, one of my moderators and VTuber friends in here, right? She recently had her 1-year anniversary stream.
Right.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Tadi.
Congratulations!
Selamat.
Yay! 1-year anniversary. You last longer than more VTubers. Yay! Good.
Nah ngomong-ngomong itu soal umur VTuber gitu. Kira-kira Gold Guardian ini rencananya hidup berapa tahun nih di YouTube nih?
Ya, mengenai umur VTuber itu apa? It's basically thanks for the anniversary message. Oh yeah, I did give her an anniversary message. Tapi ya, alasan karena I didn't watch your stream today was because, you see, I am having copy moment with my 2 brothers here. But yeah, I was actually talking about this, right? And when I sent another anniversary message as well, yeah, but that's for one other VTuber. It was, I think most of the viewers here know her. She is basically the OG of Indonesian VTubers. I was invited to give her a birthday message. Evelyn, right? And during my message in one of her streams, right, I talk about how the average life of a VTuber, I think it depends. It also depends, but it feels like every year dia naik turun gitu. Because people are so excited on becoming a VTuber and content creator, and once when they realize that maybe this is not for them, they get easily burned out. So saya sering lihat VTuber yang 2 bulan aja udah graduate karena mereka nggak tahan how to be consistent. Maybe, ya kan? Although, because being consistent in this particular thing is also a key. And while if you want to be viral very, very quickly, you know, you have they have big dreams, kan? Tapi consistency, kan, is also a key. Cuma ada juga VTuber yang konsisten pun, tapi all they do is do the same thing every if they do the same thing every time they stream, lama-lama orang juga bosan sih, kan?
Benar.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why even though I mostly play video games, with both Falco and Ashmish, right, both of them I think know already. I have an entire list of the things I want to do, and we are in the middle of planning it. So this Kopitiam session or Warkop session, right, is a way for us to wind down. Besides, 3 more days is Christmas, so why not have a talk once in a while, kan? Yeah. Tadi we were prepared to end it early, karena Ashmish-nya mati lampu kan.
Benar.
Yeah, because when you come to think about it, ya kan, soalnya kalau kalian berdua nengok layar kita sekarang, our screen now, ya, on YouTube, this looks really, really good, I mean, shit, Ashmish powerhouse on illustration, guys, everything in here, aset makanannya, kopitiamnya, dan warkopnya, even the tissue di sono, kan, semuanya Ashmish yang kerjain. Including our illustrations.
Thank you, Ashmish.
Yeah. Thank you.
Udah bingung mau ngomong apa ya. Ya sama-sama deh.
Iya.
Kemarin tuh padahal mau gambar kasirnya juga, tapi buat apalah ntar aja.
Gambar apa? Apa?
Gambar kasir.
Oh, kasirnya.
Tapi, you know what? When you come to think about it, the kasir can be a cameo,
Iya itu makanya
Iya.
nanti aja gambar kasirnya. Itu
Actually, when you
dia.
come to think, Kola mau jadi kasirnya atau enggak? Kola mau jadi kasirnya atau enggak? Iya.
Oh ya, baru nyadar sekarang nggak jadi diputar cafe ambience ya.
Bukannya udah ya? Tadi kayaknya ada suaranya loh.
Ada, but maybe you guys
Ada.
Maybe you guys just can't hear it, right? Because
Kedengaran kok, kedengaran.
Oh, yeah.
You can only hear it on stream. I can actually increase the volume of it, right? Hang on. How about now? Ada dia tuh. Bahkan, memang there's no BGM because the BGM is just, Warkop
suara
noises.
Warkop noises.
Warkop noises, basically. Like, Still no. Okay, how about now? The thing is, if it's too loud, I thought
Oh iya, ada ding.
Oh ya, ada kan?
lagi nggak nyambil putar stream soalnya lagi di mute biar konsentrasi.
Iya.
Okay. Look. Only now we can hear. Okay, that means in the next time, if it might be too quiet before ya, so that means on the next Warkop session, I must increase the volume of the ambience. Harus bisa real Warkop ambience yang ribut luar biasa. I actually found one online where it wasn't just the actual Warkop ambience. There's noises of the walk as well. Bunyinya teng-tong gitu. But I thought it was going to be too noisy, so I choose a much chiller ambience, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
And then the ambience, the one with the walk ambience, right, was so real you can actually hear an ambulance siren. It's like. And then,
Kalau di Indonesia mah udah lagu koplo terus terputar dari tadi.
I was heavily considering lagu koplo, but I think it'll be a bit too much, kan? Yeah. Halo bapak.
Ada yang nanya itu.
Iya. Halo bapak. Ada yang ngomong di sini. Ada yang nanya apa? Ya.
What did you eat in the Warkop?
Oh,
Ini gorengan.
Ya, tuh on the table ada gorengan, ada kopi, ada sandwich, ada dimsum, kan? Bisa?
Itu kemarin bingung loh, itu bikin makanannya mau menunya apa gitu, terus nanya dulu kemarin.
Wait, yeah, I was wondering. Then you never been to a Warkop? Gordo with dangdut song. No, please. Di Warkop ada dimsum. Ya, sometimes ada kan, tapi dimsumnya terbatas. Kayak hakau siomay.
Beberapa Warkop di sini udah ada juga kok siomay.
Iya.
Siomay ya dimsum.
Tapi dimsumnya paling mungkin cuma 2 macam, hakau sama siomay. Itu aja kan.
Iya, dimsum 10.000.
Ya, Warkop man. Nah, ditanya Warkop mana katanya. Tapi what kind?
Warkop Pocket Dimension.
Pocket Dimension.
Yeah, Warkop Pocket Dimension, because this Warkop is literally in our pocket dimension. Kok ketawa sendiri?
Ini beneran ada gorengnya nih kok.
Ya,
Ada tahu, ada tempe, ada ubi.
kan? Yeah, but yeah, stream mana lagi you can see a Sentai, a rider, and a giant and a mecha makan tempe goreng sama ubi. Warung kopi abnormal.
Iya udah keras itu. Nggak dimakan-makan.
Ya udah dari tadi nih, ya udah dingin.
Tapi nggak dingin, itu masih ada asapnya tuh. Berarti masih panas.
Ya, ya,
Oh, eternal smoke in Pocket Dimension, remember?
Where? Oh, now more people are coming. Hello, newcomers. Hello, hello. We were just in the middle of our nerd talk, or as I like to call it, paman talk. Okay. But yeah. But that means so far, this format has been quite a success. I just have
Bener
to,
sih.
yeah, we just have to tweak more of it, right? And I think we are going to have, I think we can have a lot of fun with this, you know. Oh, wait a minute. Metal cooking stream when? Look. Only if you become a cashier, Ray. Ray mau jadi kasir, you know, di belakang sini, si Ashmish waktu itu katanya mau bikin kasirnya, tapi nggak jadikan. Makanya tanyain apa, kasirnya biar cameo Vtuber yang lain aja, kan? Ya di blur pun nggak masalah. Well, why do people want to see cooking stream? Huh? I mean, yes, I can cook, but lah.
Well, I would like to.
Ya.
All of you as well.
Maybe I can get roasted by Uncle Roger. Maybe I want to make egg fried rice.
Astaga, jangan sampai begitulah. I mean, do you guys know? Speaking about Uncle Roger, right? I think his first encounter with a VTuber was with one of the Niji Sanji Ian members. I think it was Mista, right? So we are all basically living in Asian countries, right? All three of us. So, do you know that this particular guy, right? He got the attention of Uncle Roger because he doesn't wash his rice.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Nasinya nggak dicuci gimana itu tolong? I mean,
Oh yeah. Would the F wash his rice?
right. I don't even make rice on a regular basis, but even I know what on earth is this boy doing, kan? Boy. Yeah.
It's essential.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, that actually got the attention of Uncle Roger. So I was probably thinking, if you probably want to get his attention quick, I should probably do a curse cooking stream. And in terms of curse cooking stream, I have some ideas already because, but I probably won't be doing it because I don't want to kill myself in the process slowly. like, do you know? Apparently, I found this thanks to another VTuber stream. You know Hakai Ato from Hololive? From her, right? I found out that you can actually purchase spider as a cooking ingredient.
Oh.
You can. Lu bisa beli laba-laba untuk dikonsumsi, kan? Online untuk dimasak. That is.
Coba ya kita Google ya.
It's
Resep masakan laba-laba.
Wait, I probably won't be doing it, but you know.
as frightening
ada.
as it is, yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'm somehow not surprised as well. Yeah. So, one of our viewer is right. You heat your rice in microwave.
Isn't that the British way?
If somebody wants to tell him that microwave rice is apa, I don't want to do it. I don't. Yeah. Ada yang tampolin dia, so I'm not doing that.
Tarantula. Iya.
Ini juga. So you tell me a metal knight fired his rice? No. That's a different story. What else? Is Ashmish a water?
No, I am not.
Where did that question come from, though? For some reason, I mean,
Yeah, probably
I think I know.
So-
I think I know what it is.
he saw my latest post about illustration I did for a member of an idol group.
I saw that one too. I think it was for JKT48 kan. Somebody
Yeah,
commissioned you.
benar.
Yeah.
Somebody commissioned you to do what was her name again? Giselle.
Yeah, betul.
Yeah. Somebody commissioned you to do artwork of Giselle, right? I think they ordered like how many? 4.
Yeah, it's for her birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
So
just business. I'm not a water.
business.
Yeah, just the fan base commissioned him. That's all.
Notice. Although out of all people they choose you because I thought you were more of a
Yeah.
tokusatsu sentai
Life
person
is
thing.
really weird.
Yeah, right. Like when you come, I just came to realization, right? I know I made you work on illustrations, but that means you've been working on my illustrations, plus working on Monster Hunter fan work, plus other commissions, and then there's work which Genos did, and wow. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I am a Kamen drawer after all. All I do is draw.
Falco kalau udah kang gambar powernya lain lagi ya.
Yeah, I felt that sometimes. Kalau udah garis-garis, gores-gores, kadang ya bisa lupa waktu juga sih.
Oh, itu ada pertanyaan tuh dari Stormer. Ashmish, ever think about cosplaying Monster Hunter? Yeah, I do, but well, cosplay costs money. And
Yes.
I'd rather use the money to buy action figures instead of Monster Hunter costume, I think.
Although, what you could do is basically just commission to, have your armor made in real life.
Oh, I already did that. It's on progress. Can't wait to.
It's a fun progress. So basically, you are going to be an illustration YouTuber in full body armor.
Ya kalau nggak panas sih ya, paling panas sih, paling sebentar doang dia pakainya.
Yeah, I mean you are already doing that kan. Basically tiap kali ada stream, kalau nggak pakai live 2D, you are using your helmet, right?
Ya benar.
Oh, that's when I sometimes saw it. He draws with a helmet on, never showing their face, and you see. Because earlier in the stream, Gun, we were talking about how we are also abiding by pandemic rules. All 3 of us are wearing masks.
Helmets.
Helmets in this case.
full helmets.
Yes.
So don't worry.
Yes, truly. But yeah, glad to see Ashmish return. Yes, we, yeah.
Terima kasih PLN sudah bekerja dengan keras.
Kok PLN dikasih, kok PLN dikasih apa sih? Aduh. It works with the law. Yes, it works. We are basically about complying with the law. Although tadi ada juga yang nanya kan, gimana cara makan minumnya pakai helmet? Ya, our answer was company secret, rahasia perusahaan.
There's a way. There's a certain mechanism to it.
Yes, of course. You are not bringing a deadly virus or bacteria from outer space. We make a living by beating those things, kan? At least in some way or one way or another. Apa? So, ini ada yang nanya, you are not bringing a deadly virus or bacteria from outer space, right? And
You blasted them all, right?
yes, I believe so. I believe so. I think.
Then we're fine.
Yeah, then we are fine. Okay. Yeah. We were up. Well then, okay, I know that you are just got back, but it is currently, I think, getting very late as well. But with the exception of the PLN incident, I like to think that this coffee talk, right, is actually pretty much a success, because I was just telling Falco earlier, when you are having a power cut, kan Ashmish, if you look at the stream now, we look really good, thanks to you. So maybe in the future we can do this again.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So
Maybe we
Very much
should
like,
yeah,
very much like
create-
to.
very much like this, and probably we can have a Keisha cameo this time back there.
Yeah. of
Yeah,
course.
it could be an additional asset. Okay, because, well, technically Kola is here first, so okay. Ashmish,
Yeah.
nanti kita bikin si Kola cameo jadi kasir aja di belakang.
Siap.
Siap ya? Okay, siap. I think
Have the trio singing. Apa tuh nyanyi apa tuh yang bertiga? Warkop apa?
Warkop DKI jadinya.
do you guys Ashmish tahu Warkop TKI?
Ya. Ya tahu dong gimana enggak.
Itu lagi ditanya.
I mean,
Kalau kita tahu lah.
I mean, I can somehow picture it. All three of us singing trionya. All three of us singing lagunya Warkop TKI. Well, how does it go? Warung kopi. And then the jingle somewhere in there. Wow, that. But I don't know. Are we even won't we get copyrighted if we sing the Warkop song? Because if I recall, the one of the copyright holders, technically Bang Indro kan, he is still a judge in many of the comedy shows, but he has a bit of a strong arm with his copyright. So
Ya pernah ada berita itu sih. Ya,
pernah kan? Ya.
ya pernah.
Yeah. Copyright speedrun and any person. Nah, makanya, I mean, it sounds fun in the head, but then when the copyright holders are not in the fun, then not much we can do. But I suppose a trio karaoke stream, I mean, if you both are up for it, it can be arranged. What do you think?
Kenapa tidak?
Ya
Kenapa
kenapa tidak? Kayak kalau ada waktu kosong juga sih.
Bener.
Yeah, the waktu kosong probably not somewhere nearer, because I think the three of us can agree that we want our Christmas break, right?
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
it's Sunday. It's not going to be much different.
This is true. Sunday, ya.
Gak ada bedanya, wong Natal sama tahun barunya minggu.
Oh iya, tahun baru juga minggu ya?
Minggu.
Wait, what?
Wah iya.
Tahun barunya hari Minggu? Oh,
Yes.
oh hell. Apa bedanya juga ya?
Tapi buat pengangguran kayak saya mah nggak ada bedanya, tiap hari libur.
I mean, for pengangguran, you have a lot of commissions though. I mean, so far you've been living the good life kan, minimal.
Ya, betul. Sebenarnya ini banyak sih yang mau diobrolin, cuma takut terlalu personal gitu. Kan kemarin rencananya pengen biar lebih kenal gitu kan, kita kan
Iya.
jarang ngobrol gitu ya.
Yeah, true.
Cuma ya itu nanti takut nanti terbongkar rahasia sebenarnya. Company
Rahasia.
secretnya.
Rahasia sebenarnya iya juga ya sih. Tapi
doxing.
although the three of us don't really have streaming experience kan, and not sure about both of you, but at least previously we don't have online presence before, right? So I don't think we have to worry too much about the about the doxing bit. Although kalau nggak salah tadi Falco tadi cerita apa Facebook group, social media group apa namanya, yang dimana Ashmish dikenal sebagai that other name.
Oh iya. Ya, sekedar info juga, sebenarnya Falco and Ashmish went way back. Before all of this, way back. Zaman-zaman Comic Rider.
Nah iya itu tadi tuh mau nanya gitu. Gue sama Falco itu kenalnya udah lama banget ya?
Iya, tadi ada yang nanya itu. So basically I met both of them by chance, and we brought this together. And I brought them together because of the Gold Guardian project. But these two, both Falco and Ashmish, had all past lives before I was even involved in any of this. So, if you feel like you want to be comfortable with talking about it, then by all means feel free to do so. You don't even have to reveal your real names, because those are pretty much very ancient history, I think. Right.
And that's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Ini pertama kalinya kita ngomong langsung lewat.
Iya makanya. Kita udah kenal lama
Biasanya
banget tapi nggak
cuma
pernah
VM.
ngobrol loh.
Iya.
Terima kasih
Biasanya cuma
buat
chat.
Guardian menyatukan kami.
It's like a reunion.
Thank you. But wait, that means all those years you guys never spoke person to person, or not even in voice.
Iya invoice nggak pernah.
Invoice nggak pernah.
This is technically the first time that both of you spoken with each other, even after all these years.
Ya benar.
Yes.
Holy shit. Thanks, I guess.
Nah, pertanyaan Asmis tadi, oke. I met Gold. By chance juga ya kan kita ketemu juga kan.
Yeah, you were introduced to me by somebody who no longer works with me. Yeah, we'll keep it that way. But it's also by chance, right? Although at the same time they were also saying very good things about you. So I thought, why not recruit this red Sentai guy, right? And here we are. Falco is here because, so the way our work relationship went, right? Falco is the guy who came up with a concept design of the Gold Guardian armor, right? While Ashmish is to basically make it bling, illustrate it, to render it. So, well, I am just here because I'm here. In a way, yeah.
Yeah, life is strange sometimes.
Life is strange. Yeah, it's like what Rama is saying, curhat kehidupan.
Padahal ngarepnya itu sih yang kita omongkan curhat kehidupan sih.
Nah terus
Ya.
bisa ketemu sama saya itu gimana tuh Gol? Waktu itu ketemu di mana? Nemu di grup Kamen Fokus Natsu apa ya?
It was from a Discord group, tanda kutip. I actually the reason I got to know you was because Falco was talking about you back then. I think so. But at that time I had no plans on contacting you yet, right? Because I thought, oh gini, ya kan? Karena waktu itu Falco was still working for me, okay? And then after all that things happened considered, and when I had an idea of wanting to try becoming a VTuber or V-streamer because I just need a creative way to, express myself and my creations, right? I saw your name in the Discord group and I thought, why not give you a poke and share you my ideas? Next thing you know, this guy, Ashmish, introduced himself as my slave at the beginning of the stream. Ya kan? Makanya I was giving him a warning, ya kan? Don't give the Fujoshis fuel. Nanti besok-besoknya we'll see artwork, Tanda kutip artwork.
Yeah. Not slave.
Yeah.
Staff.
Stop. Okay. No, Xiao, no. Purge it from your mind. Jangan. Okay. Okay, so ini ada yang bilang kan, oh no, they are all so cute. Thank you. And even they say, you guys color schemes even complement each other. And then yang sini, cheap labor? Hey, I pay both of them, Cheap labor gimana? Rama here is saying, I'm gonna make one mark on it. Oh no. Oh well, there goes our dignity out of the window again. Round entah keberapa ini.
Oh ya, tadi
Yes. Silakan.
lupa tadi mau ngomong apa ya?
Bro. Thing is because it's getting late as well. It's almost 1 in the morning in Osaka. But thankfully I don't have anything tomorrow, so yeah.
Iya sama sih.
Shall we wrap it up kalau gitu? Ya.
Gimana tuh?
Gimana Falco?
This is a rare occasion, so
We can always do more in the future. Probably even
Yeah.
Probably
Pasin jam 12 deh. Ini
Pas.
di sana jam 1 ya udah.
yeah, I think I can last for another 15 minutes. Okay lah,
Ya, pasin aja lah 15 menit
Pasin
lagi
aja-
gitu ya.
pasin
Gara-gara
aja kalau
mati
gitu ya.
lampu sih tadi.
iya.
We were about to wrap early because enggak ada Ashmish jadi enggak seru soalnya kan the plan was to be for 3 of us, right? So yeah, okay, I guess we can go a bit much longer, but now I am the one who ran out of conversation topics.
Tuh ada yang nanya tuh, if Big Mecha eat, where the food go?
energy.
Big Mecha eat where the food go. Well, let's just put it this way. If Bumblebee in the movies can take a piss, then so can I.
Yeah. It's oil. Oh,
Yeah.
lubricant.
Lubricant, yes. Oh, viewernya Kola tadi juga blackout. Yeah, I see. But yeah, Xiao is right. The Warkop time is usually at midnight, so yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
Paman-paman itu nongkrong sampai subuh biasanya.
Nggak dimarahin.
Ditambah lagi nonton bola.
Nah, kalau ada
Udah
bola,
habis bolanya.
kalau ada bola, ya
Iya, udah habis pula finalnya.
Yeah. Come to think of it, even with the finals, right? So many of my VTuber colleagues, right? Even on my VTuber colleagues, right? They are also live streaming nonton bola juga. I think one of them even mentioned openly that they are doing bola judi. Like, you shouldn't be touching against that,
Who said that?
Yeah. But I won't mention names. I hope they don't see this stream. But then I was like, you really shouldn't be promoting bola judi, because that is a dangerous thing. I mean, we already had enough shit to deal with gacha games.
Iya juga, gak salah sih.
We already, but yeah, and then, although the one time I had the luckiest gacha in my life, which I posted on Twitter, and now everybody is telling me, hey, pulang malam hati-hati ya Gol. Astaga. Astaga.
I also told you that, right?
Yeah, you too. You are not the only one, by the way. Ada yang lain ngomong juga, pulang malam hati-hati. But soalnya kapan lagi sih kan Ash, you play gacha games, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, yeah.
I am done with gacha games.
Yes, when you are done, you are done. It's okay. So kapan lagi sih, like 5 out of 10, ya, karakternya SSR, the highest one. So rollnya kan biasanya kan 10 rolls kalau sekali beli banyak kan on a gacha game. So normally it's either 1 SSR, and when you are really lucky it's 2 SSR. But this one is like 5 of them. So at that moment, I thought that's my luck for next year. Blown during Christmas. Come to think of it. That's it. That's my luck for next year. Yeah.
Makanya hati-hati.
Iya, hati-hati. Ntar jangan-jangan pas ngerakit tuh sialnya tuh nanti besok di streaming ngerakit.
Terbang lagi Pak.
Iya bener, terbangnya bener-bener ke dimensi lain lagi.
That stream. Yeah, I think that's why streaming rocket. The first aerial building, right? 45 minutes spent just to find a missing part. 45 minutes spent just to find a missing part, and after that you are just really exhausted. So there's a question here. You guys have law on your characters meeting, like story-wise? We haven't really come up with that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Next time, yes, next time. Totally next time.
Right. And maybe an idea also. Maybe we can share our stories behind our characters, each of us. How we think of what we are today. How we become.
We have about 10 minutes before leaving the stream. So basically, you can do is we can do this like maybe this is also a form of fan service, I think, sharing lore of VTuber characters. So why don't we do it now? Yeah. I mean, short introductions about what our characters are. Or
Well, not like that, but maybe design talks.
design talks, yeah. Okay. That means that's for another stream. Ya kan?
Iya disiapin dulu tuh.
Disiapin dulu ya.
Itunya apa? Background story-nya.
Yeah, I thought we could do a short intro or something, but wait,
Oh iya sih, kalau short gitu bisa kali.
yeah.
Gimana tuh Bang Falco?
boleh.
Boleh ya. Like, we don't have to talk so elaborately. Maybe we can do it on our next stream, but on the short, like a very short 1 or 2 minute blurb harusnya mungkin bisa, right? So who wants to start first?
Bang Falco dulu deh.
Oh ya juga sih. Soalnya kebetulan ada pertanyaannya tuh. What gave Falco the inspiration for the design? Nah,
Ada. Mana?
Yeah.
Ada yang nanya.
Yeah, ada yang nanya. Yeah, that's why I pointed it out. Yeah, so.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. Falco silakan.
Oh,
Yeah.
ini dia. Ya, yes. What
Yes.
give Falco the inspiration for the design? Okay. Where should I begin? To put it simply, the idea of the Falco character was all the way back when I watched Kizuna Ai for the first time.
Huh. Okay,
Yes.
go on.
I think it was late 2017 or in the beginning of 2018. Basically when she was already there, and I was scrolling through Facebook. What is this Kizuna Ai character? And I watched it while I was hooked. And then even back then, I started to make a virtual YouTuber because of her. Yeah, she was my one of my inspirations to do. So I sketched if I can find the sketchbook, it will be a mess. It took a long time. I remember it took a long time to get the shape, the design right. And the first it's actually the first concept that came to mind. Dulu pernah sebenarnya pengen mau bikin satu toku gitu kan, satu cerita toku.
Yeah.
Inspirasinya dari Kamen Rider Ryuki. Inspired by Ryuki. I want to make a battle royale toku with bird motifs.
Bird motifs.
Yeah. Eagle, ravens, canary. I thought of
see,
canary, penguin also for a joke character, penguin, and owl. So I pulled Falco from that.
I see.
And because my name is Taka, so why not? Why not using the hawk motifs? Since my name is Taka, of course.
I see.
So I sketch it. At first, it was more armored than this. Because I was karena aku kan lebih ke fans rider sih dulunya. Dulu fans rider banget. Jadi gambar armor.
I see.
Sebelum kesini.
I see.
And then I thought kalau segambreng gini desainnya, nanti di model sama di rigging nanti susah. So I simplified more and more. To the point there was even a Superman inspired costume, and there was one with Batman inspired costume. So it was mix and match. They're all mix and match from various heroes that I watch. Like Power Rangers, Super Sentai, even Gatchaman. The fact that my mouthpiece can be detached and you can see my mouth.
Yeah.
It's akin to Gatchaman.
That actually explains a lot on why your signature weapon of choice is something very similar to a Batman's Batarang.
Yes.
Yeah. When you explain about
and
the
I
mix
put
and
it.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was searching for logo as well. I scribbling to the point there was a hawk shape, but almost like a bat shape also. Because I was a huge Batman fan. So
I see.
why not give his weapon also like a Falco rank? and as you can see in my T-shirt, in this render, I will show many of that later.
Yeah.
So I keep sketch for simplified the helmets with different shapes, different figuration. To the point it's like this.
Nah, iya juga ya, baru sadar ya helmnya Falco itu merah putih ya, sangat nasionalis sekali gitu.
Ya mumpung
Mumpung juga ya.
Mumpung
Yeah.
juga ya.
See,
That's nice. That's nice.
that's really nice. Well, this is actually my
So-
first time hearing this, and wow, you've been through a lot when you come to think about it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but even then, VTuber world gets exploded, and I regret didn't finish that long ago. Ku getting like this ready. Kalau dulu itu mulai mungkin
Yeah.
mungkin ya you know
Ya
I see.
begitulah manusia.
ada
penyesalannya ya.
sedikit penyesalan lah. Kenapa nggak dari dulu bikin nih tiba-tiba VTuber udah tak berapa banyak lagi?
Well, the thing is, it's not too late to start even now because
betul.
as far as the VTuber market goes, right? Even like you have to remember this, Falco. Soalnya, as far as the VTuber market goes, and I even think I spoke to you about this in our private conversations, right? The good ones will stay for a very long time, and as long as we have content to give to the people, they will continue to stay with us. You know. That's the idea. Plus, look at all three of us. Our genre is straight up Japanese style tokusatsu in one way or another, kan?
Yeah.
And while the majority
Cocok juga.
while the majority of VTubers are like, you know, cute girls or cute guys or zoanthropic animals and all of that, there are toku style VTubers, tapi the ones that I am aware of masih bisa dihitung jari, you know.
Yeah.
Like at
Bener
least the ones that I am aware of. Now, I don't know about the Western hero ones, right? Because that I haven't explored that market yet. But Asian
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, Asian JP style tokusatsu, right? Doko, you know, Doko. But JP Mecha VTubers, there are a few I know already, right? So I'm not the first one, but at the very least, I know plans to sugar. Oh, speak of the devil, Washio, Yokoso, welcome. See, speak of the devil. Remember when I said apa Toku or inspired style VTubers? Here's one of them, Washio Shio.
Oh,
Yeah,
hello there.
Yeah, straight from JP. Yokoso.
hello.
Welcome. Hello. ちょっとどうか今日はどう Hang on, let me just give her this. Okay, there you go. Give kunci biru straight away. Because that's basically one that I was just talking about this. This is just basically one of the inspirations, you know, as to what pushed me to want to do this as well. Although, my God, I wasn't expecting this. We
Okay.
literally-
So
Okay,
one other thing.
Yes. Continue,
Okay, one
please.
other thing.
Yes.
Rama says the interesting thing looks like Pokeball motif. Rama,
Yes.
you're the second person who told me that. You're the second person, yeah. So TLDR, my design for the design I was inspired by, of course, Power Ranger and Super Sentai, Gatchaman, Marvel's Falcon, because I have wings, but you will see that later. And Batman, yeah.
Batman. True. Ini juga ada yang apa? Ever heard of Masahiro Godai? Yes, Masahiro Godai is one such example of hero VTuber. We are mutuals on Twitter, actually. And when I first saw him, I remember that he resembled this one hero, right, from Yu-Gi-Oh, an elemental hero, lightning something. He looks very much like that. So I thought it was quite cool looking. Yeah. Masahiro Godai. Yeah, I remember now. But yeah, now that you mention it, it's kinda rare to find a big mecha tokusatsu VTuber. There are some of them in Japan actually, but as for the ones with you know, the ones who are non-Japanese speakers, memang admittedly it's a bit rare. Although if we were to talk about those types, there is one person who I believe, I think Ash knows this one because his name was quite popular back then. He's a Malaysian as well, I think so. Do you know Isu?
Wah, siapa tuh ya?
Yeah, there is Isu is probably one of the very early hero style VTubers. He used to do a web comic which I used to follow for a very long time ago. But yeah, he is probably one of the very first. But Isu also now I think he is pretty successful in his channels, I believe. I think he plays Monster Hunter too, but I also don't really watch his stuff.
Oh ini nih Ace nih. Oh nggak pernah lihat sih, baru ini tahunnya.
Barunya tahu ya. He has an online presence for quite some time. Yeah. Actually, can you guys hold the fort for a moment? I have to answer this call.
Okay.
Telepon. Yeah. Be right back a bit ya.
Habis ini Mas Ashmish ya.
Apa tuh, ngapain?
Ini yang tadi.
Waduh, mati lampu lagi nih. Soalnya nih agak penasaran gitu, di sini penonton yang berbahasa Indonesia ada berapa banyak, yang berbahasa Inggris berapa banyak kira-kira ya?
Gak tahu juga nih.
Dari tadi kelihatannya yang berbahasa Indonesia itu Bang Rama sama ada Mbak Kola juga ya.
Yes.
Oh tuh ada Xiao juga. Ada Apple Pie.
Oh, si Neko. Oke.
Waduh, ini bukan streaming saya Bang Rama, nggak mungkin saya berskema nih. Asmis, have you ever thought of making another Asmis? Well, my design is pretty much some kind of monster-like because it's based on the super imaginative Chogokin Kamen Rider line. So to make it another, maybe just add some more details and add fangs, I think.
Ya,
ngikutin Gits nggak Bang Falco?
baru episode 1.
Oh, bener-bener. Emang kalau udah tua itu malas nonton sih.
Satu malas, keduanya ya gak ada waktu nonton.
Iya benar itu.
Mau maraton lagi.
Kayak main Spider-Man ya.
Of course, ya. Yeah. Baru kedip main Marvel Spider-Man. Tahu-tahu Miles Morales.
Tapi Miles Morales itu ceritanya pendek banget dibandingin sama yang Spider-Man.
Ya kayak sekarang kan kayak inspection pack gitu kan.
Oh,
tapi
ya?
full game gitu.
Iya full game itu. Makanya harusnya itu dia jadi DLC gitu. Kenapa malah jadi game sendiri? Harganya juga hampir sama
full
loh sama
price ya. Beda 100. Mungkin karena gini juga kan. Mungkin karena mau mengejar launchnya PS5 kali ya.
Iya sih betul.
Karena kan launch title itu.
If normal Asmis is a Kamen drawer, would another Asmis be a Kamen sculptor? I think another Asmis would be a Kamen AI artist.
Iya, di apa sebenarnya? Kamen AI artist.
Wah iya, ide bagus. Thank you Kamen Genos for the idea.
Oh ya gini juga sih, kalau misalnya desainnya kayak misal yang imajinatif kayak Shin juga kan, Another Rider mungkin high tech.
Iya benar.
Kebalikannya, kan biasanya kebalikan dari rider yang biasanya kan Another Rider-nya kesannya organik banget kan.
Iya.
Jadi kalau ridernya aja udah organik, Another Rider-nya mungkin high tech.
Bener.
Karena pernah ada yang bikin gitu kan, ada si siapa namanya tuh, yang suka
Iya,
gambar
yang
toko
suka
juga.
gambar, bener.
Dia yang mikir gitu kan.
Kenapa tuh?
Eh,
Oh, enggak. Tadi streamingnya berkedip.
waduh. Yeah, I'm interested with your side of story. How can you came up with this now design? Because I can see parts of riders that you use for this.
Yeah, the thing is, when I design my character, this Kamen Drawer, I just do one sketch, and I think, yeah, that's it. Enough. So there was
Yeah,
no thoughts put in. Like, I just wing
I'm
it.
back.
And
Sorry.
I
sorry, we were
yes,
talking about.
No worries.
Yeah,
Please continue.
my design. So yeah, it was really fast. Like, I made it in a day, I think.
You
I
told me
have-
beforehand. You told me beforehand that you were inspired by Kamen Rider ZO.
Yeah, there was
Do you have any?
Zo for reference.
So,
Like,
so do you have any idea?
Well-
Do you have any idea? Sorry, potong sebentar. But do you have any idea that you just made a very powerful statement? Draw a sketch, siap dalam 1 hari, and then that's it. This is my avatar. Like,
yeah, because I am not really picky with the design. I think it's cool. It's good to go.
And I'm the opposite. I'm really picky.
Yeah.
if you can see my sketchbook,
I think
but
so.
but the fact that I cannot find it because I just moved. Because when I married, I moved, so a lot of my things are still in my parents' house, I think.
Looks
And-
similar to Kuga.
Yeah.
No, not really. Kuga, I didn't even think about Kuga when designing Kamen Drawer. On my mind was Zo,
well-
terus ada
well-
Black RX,
Hmm?
sama Iksa. 3 itu yang waktu itu dipikir
Iksa.
waktu ngedesain gitu. Dan akhirnya jadilah seperti ini gitu. Tapi orang-orang malah bilangnya, wah ini referensinya dari Blade ya, dari Ozu yang apa tuh,
Oh.
Sagozo ya. Aneh-aneh pokoknya orang.
That's my first impression. Yeah, that's my first impression.
Yeah.
Shouldernya rada kayak blade.
Itu padahal shouldernya itu dari Iksa gitu.
When when you just mentioned it, even his mouthpiece reminds me of Blade.
Nah, itu dia
Kan.
kan. Padahal nggak ada kepikiran Blade sama sekali loh waktu ngedesain itu. Cuma mikir apa ya yang belum ada bentuknya. Ternyata udah ada juga dipakai sama si Blade.
I mean,
Sama kayak first impression kalau nengok Falco ada beberapa orang mirip Juo Eagle.
Ya tapi udah biasa lah kalau mirip-mirip kan mah. Dulu sih
Ya kalau elang
agak sebel
kayak
gitu
mana
ya
bentuknya lagi sih?
dulu sih agak sebel gitu ya kalau dibilang mirip ini mirip itu, tapi kalau sekarang mah ya udahlah ya,
Yeah,
apa sih
I
sekarang
think-
yang nggak
Masa
mirip
bodoh.
gitu.
I think it's
Banyak hal yang mirip gitu.
I think it's pretty much white noise at this point, yeah.
Ya benar
Because-
tuh, white noise.
Because
Terus
in
kenapa
yeah, go on.
mirip Kuga? Mungkin karena warnanya putih gitu ya, karena it's white. Tapi di balik itu sebenarnya bukan karena growing atau apa gitu ya. Jadi salah satu konsep desainnya Kamen Drawer kan drawing, menggambar dulu pertama di mana sih? Di kertas putih. Jadi warnanya putih gitu.
Ya juga. Apa karena itu juga dulu bikin burang ya?
Iya, sebenarnya kan ini apa ya? Improvement dari burang gitu. Kalau burang benar-benar
Kosong.
best banget gitu, kosong. Namanya aja burang gitu kan.
Blank ya. Burang.
Burang.
Cuma ya itu karena
Wait. That's what burang means.
yeah, I have a character
Yeah.
named Burang. It was my old avatar before I become Kamen Drawer.
Right. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, and
That's-
I was Volta because the only original
iya.
rider that I made, the only original rider that I made was only Volta. I didn't think of Krix back then.
See.
Iya, tadi ada teman saya tuh yang nonton ini terus komen, loh itu Falco bukannya Volta namanya.
Kalau pakai kamera rider sekarang kan udah jadi di clash dong,
Iya.
jadi nggak mantep susunannya. Ini kan mantep, Sentai
Iya, ini
Metal
mantep
Hero
banget sih.
Rider bersatu, pas
Ini
dengan
emang
Trinity Toku.
Yeah.
Destiny banget sih ini
Iya.
takdir sih gila.
Yeah. Ya udah, kalau gitu terus sekali lagi lah for friendship. Ya kan?
Oke.
May this friendship last for many more years until we can't do so anymore. Itu. Why does that sound a bit apa ya? Anyway, terus kanpai.
Sampai
Kanpai.
Cheers.
suara gelas plastik.
Gold helmet reminds me of an OG Megazord hat. While Falco is compared to things like a Pokeball and Zyuohger helmet, and Ashmish was compared to Blade and stuff. The first comparison that was made for me was neither. I was compared to a Digimon. There is a black and gold Digimon apparently,
Oh
and they,
iya itu
Yeah.
aja.
Ampun, ya.
Yeah, and I was thinking, dari mana? And I take a look at the Digimon illustration, and I was like, this is far from how I conceptualize my character. So,
I'm sorry for ruining Falco's design.
but yeah,
And that's the thing. I design Gold Guardian first concept.
yeah,
Itu juga cuma sketching 1 hari atau 2 hari itu ya. Cuma the first thing and boom gitu.
yeah. Somehow,
Because his direction was make him a huge space marine. So yeah, I just pulled
Yeah.
a Warhammer template, and I drew it on top of it,
yeah.
adding details.
Yeah, literally, when I first gave him the commission for this character idea, right? For those who are in here and more probably know 40k in the chat, yeah, there is an illustration of a Crimson Fist Space Marine that has been going on for a very long time. I think it came from the early books. And I basically give it to Falco, and I think it was me who give it, or was it you who give it, right? But I give it to Falco, and I just told him, I want the character to be as cheap as this. And he came up with a first concept, and I somehow thought, without even any changes, I was just, this checks out.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
my idea to add a cape because
Cape.
the lore that he's a general, right?
Yeah.
He needs to be like a big authority figure. So why not a cape?
Yeah,
A big mecha with a cape.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I think it was also. Did we have talks about how we want to put horns or not? Because I was thinking an authoritative figure must have some form of horn on his helmet.
And that
yeah.
and that's the thing. For maybe if in retrospective, you will be surprised to hear that I was thinking about Ultra Father,
Oh,
Ultra Muchichi. He's the most high-ranking officer in M78 Space Garrison, right? He has horns, he has sideburns, and he has cape. And that's why that chin thing it resembles a beard.
we need to give gold sideburn then.
Oh, it is. It's a beard. His chin is like a beard.
Oh ya, betul juga.
Wait, this is supposed to be a beard? I thought it was just a mecha mouthpiece. Like the ones on Gao Gai Ga and apa. So after all these years, you say this is a beard.
Yeah.
Okay, even this news shocks me. Even I'm like, huh?
Because why not? Remember Ultraman King?
Yes.
Yeah. He has beard.
Oh
In
no.
helmet form.
Oh, yes. Helmet form beards. I'm not a stranger to them. Oh god. Okay, now I cannot unsee it.
Yeah, I cannot unsee it too.
Gold Guardian, unmask. We'll be right back after these messages.
I think Ash already did an unmasking illustration. Where they gave me I asked him to give me a brave face. Remember? Because I wanted to be more into the mecha side. So maybe the faceplate, the entire thing can be removed, right? Including what Falco calls a beard. Because I didn't think of it that way, so I thought this entire front side can be removed, so it reveals a brave-like face, or the English speakers will call it Cybertron faces.
Yeah, you cannot consider a beard. You can consider a faceplate, but it just resembles beard. So it doesn't have to be a beard, an actual beard.
I feel like I should, next time when I want to do something, I should consult with you about the design first, because wow. Yeah.
Because when I turned the sketch to you, and your thought was, oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Oh.
because here's the thing. There are many incidences, right? When I send designs, yeah, there are things that didn't sit right with me. So sometimes I send them back, But oftentimes when people make designs and I just absolutely love it on the get-go, yeah, I just approve it, right? Like in some situations, for example, to compare it with our current projects, right? Okay, I'll try to keep this as insider information as possible. Okay. So, me and Falco are currently building up. Okay, it's still on paper. We are building up a Metal Knight metaverse. Nothing to do with the Facebook. So think of it like, you know how Marvel metaverse and the DC metaverse is basically like how they combine their laws together because their character exists in the same plane of existence. Yeah. So I am making a Metal Knight metaverse, which has been ongoing for many years. And it was fleshed out during our old works, but now I wanted to expand more about it. Yeah, metaverse in a sense like our own, character universe, gitu. So, the design that is already approved quite long time ago, based on first sketches, was the Gold Guardian character, thanks to Falco, right? But then as we wanted to take this more seriously, so amongst the designs that both me and Falco are currently working together with, before I finally turn the design to Ashmish to render it, yeah. And I mean, both of you already know the stuff we put in our private Discord, right?
Yeah.
There are several Metal Knight ideas, both male and female. So, yeah. And I think Falco knows this, but the design went back and forth between us. Dibalik-balik kan, I was like, doesn't feel right. No, this doesn't feel right. No, this doesn't feel. But yeah, gitu. But it was only with the Gold Guardian design. The first time I saw it, I was like, let's go with this, kan? Because I don't know, it looks really good, right? Like I can just feel it. But then now, when you want to create design magic again, tanda kutip magic, like that magical design moment, I'm sorry, Falco, tapi it's a bit hard. And even I also got very annoyed, not with you, but with myself, because I happen to be very gimana ya ngomongnya? Susah gitu. You know kan? So
Yeah, I understand.
It has nothing to do with your design. It's just that when I take a look at it, I was like, nah, this ain't it. So
Yeah, it doesn't click yet.
yeah, it doesn't click yet. So there are designs already within our private Discord. You haven't revealed it anywhere yet, right? Belum kan?
Nope.
Okay, good. Not yet, no. Because
Yeah.
there are designs in our Discord already, but it's not final yet. Because I want to go back on it. Yeah, someday. But not someday. Someday means 10,000 years into the future. I mean, I want to go back on it quickly. Yeah. But at the same time, yes, it's like that. Difficult to, gimana ya? We probably need a new concept designer kalau gitu to put in our brains together, because good design is subjective, but it has to look good on the eyes as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, like I believe this was mentioned by Ashmish as well. I think you did told me once that you enjoy drawing Gold Guardian because he had a very nice design, right?
Yeah.
And I think you are surprised that even the Gold Guardian concept design is finished by Taka in 1 or 2 days.
Yeah, he said it.
It's one of those magical design moments, right? Sekali nengok, udah lovely. Let's go with this, So it's very hard to find that magic again. And even sangat capek gitu loh. But yeah, that's pretty much how the Gold Guardian concept started. It was supposed to be an extension of our old work, but now that the old work is even being rebooted into this different universe, because one day I want to go back to film making again, as I told both of you before. Kan? But that day is just not today.
Yeah. Or can we say Metalverse?
Metalverse, yes. Wait. Baru sadar. Did you just try to pun me?
Yes. It's Metaverse. Why not call it Metalverse?
Did you just try to... You just pull a dead joke on me.
Well, I'm a dad, so here you go.
Bangke. Bangke. Genos seems interested. There are a lot of people interested in chat, by the way. And that one comment there, female metal knight. Yes, there are female metal knights. Right. I think people got interested in that. Yeah. I think people got interested in that. Yes. Please wait patiently until we are ready to reveal the design. Itu aja. Ya gitu. What else? Tadi Ashmish udah cerita background story-nya kan? Udah ya. What was it again? Yeah. We also are currently okay, let me guess. We said that we are going to talk for longer until 1 o'clock, but now it's 1:30. Luar biasa. The power of paman-paman ngopi.
Iya,
Memang begitu kan?
Yeah, kan. What a great Warkop time. You have 3 uncles brainstorming and dead jokes. kurang aja.
That's the whole point of Warkop time.
Benar.
This started at what? And this we should do this more often. Seriously. Now that
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
actually a I can consider this a huge success, and I can say this very proudly. I would like to do more of this, and even the viewership, right? It's more than usual, you know. Like the one time that the viewership of my streams skyrocketed was actually during the karaoke stream. But now there are actually 20 concurrent viewers watching paman-paman ngomong, you know. Like this was supposed to be very, I don't know why. My simpler ideas are actually the one who got traction. You know. Like the ones which I thought give it a long and hard thought about, they barely have traction. And then this simple concept is, I think it's probably because of the assets in illustrations that Ash worked on as well. So, you know, yeah. You guys can have fun talking while we steal the food. Nge.
Udah mau diangkat ini sama abang-abangnya nih.
Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, abang is here. Udah mau diangkat, and there we go. Let's go. Okay, nothing. Goblok. No, I mean, what?
The G word. Oh my god.
Okay, there we go. I need to. Okay. Mendoan. Okay, there we go. It's gone. Tadi kode-kode lampu mati.
Wah benar juga tuh, berarti kita harus bikin backgroundnya yang versi mati lampu.
Oh iya ya udah yang udah mau diusir sama ininya yang punya.
Mendoan. Yeah.
And that's a true story for me, by the way. When I was young, I didn't have a high speed Wi-Fi at home because
okay.
you know.
Yes, go on.
Jadi dulu kebiasaan dulu Taka pas kuliah itu hunting cafe yang speed internetnya mantap. And I could sit there for 10 hours straight with only iced tea.
Demi internet ya.
Yes, demi downloadan.
Kayaknya kita semua begitu deh dulu kayaknya.
I do that too, you know. Cari apa? Beli kopi hitam satu kan? And apa? Yeah. I think we all do that at some point.
Sampai sewaktu-waktu jam 1 malam baru diusir dari abang-abang sama kakak-kakak yang punya.
But, oh yeah.
Mas kita mau tutup.
Falco, there's something that I haven't told you yet. Like back before we become our current avatars, right? Back when you were still working with me and I was in charge of editing videos, right? There was a time, right, where I mati lampu as well in my host in at my place, right? So I went to an area in the middle of town where there is a coffee shop, right? With my laptop, and there as well, I brought my laptop there to edit our videos in the coffee shop with a strong Wi-Fi. So we are not so different, you know.
Yeah, I tend to do that also.
Yeah, and when I
also did that.
Yeah, when I get into editing, right, I also forgot the time. But the one who warned me about the time wasn't the mas-mas yang punya cafe. It was my mother. Yeah, she called me and goes, and
Mama Gul.
yeah, Mama Gul went, Udah jam 11. So I was just wait. Jam
Kamu jam 11.
Yeah, I was like jam
Wah
11.
ini jangan-jangan tadi yang nelpon itu mama gue tuh suruh udah tidur udah
She doesn't know I am streaming, so she doesn't know. Yeah, I literally, previously I was having holidays with my parents who came to Osaka. So there is Mama Gol, Papa Gol, and younger brother Gol, right? And the first thing they asked me was like, Gol, 4 tahun di Osaka, masa enggak ada cewek? What the-
Not this story again.
not this story again. And but yeah, that is pretty much. I mean, I do enjoy my parents' company, and I love them to bits, right? But sometimes, yeah, today, R.I.P. Kurudo, yes, R.I.P. Kan? Aduh. So,
Way back.
it's okay. I think it's a good time to wrap up then.
ya.
We went off by 30 minutes. So I think there's a few announcements. Right? Do you guys have any announcements you want to make? You want to do or you want to share your links and stuff? Because I did post both of their social media down below, in the description. So if each and every one of you are nice enough, please follow them both, because both of these bros have been helping me a lot. I had a lot of help from both of them to basically make all of this. But if you guys want to make announcements or anything else, feel free. Wait.
I think I'm
Thank you.
I have nothing to announce.
For your disappointments, I barely active on Twitter, but I'm working something. I'm preparing. For now, I can say I'm preparing. I'm only preparing. Yeah.
All right. Yes. What about you, Ash? Don't you want to tell people that you often stream Monster Hunter?
Not really. I haven't got back to streaming and uploading video yet. So
Well, how are you?
kayaknya nggak usah lah.
How are you with FPS, by the way?
I don't really like FPS. Sorry.
Okay. Because here's the thing. Soalnya last time me and Falco
Yeah, I saw
playing
you guys playing
Evo, right?
Gundam.
Yeah, I was wondering maybe you want to be the third person. Maybe. Kalau
I'm good.
you're good, yeah. Stress. because playing FPS can be very stress. Like, from that stream with Falco, we didn't win a single match,
Yes.
It's not
We're trash.
Yeah, it's not that Falco is a bad player, but at the same time, we somehow keep on getting enemy teams who are super tryhards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like even I was just going, where is this going? With the games and stuff. But yeah, I guess that's it then. And for my announcement, I will finish building the aerial Gundam tomorrow, hopefully. Otherwise, semoga nggak dapat terbang. Yeah. Oh, the ambience just stopped, so that means we are the last guest in the Warkop. Buset.
Episode udah beres-beres itu.
Makanya, buset. So, and what else? Let me just give this a last final check. There we go. On the 23rd, this is going to sound a bit weird, but on the 23rd, right, you guys probably have a chance to see me sing again, right? But the thing is, there is an in-game Final Fantasy event in my server where a few people who are arranging a karaoke have a Starlight Christmas event. It's on my schedule, right? So, but in this case, I'll be singing Christmas songs or winter songs. So none of the Super Robo stuff yet, but I have posted. I think I'll repost the schedule again. Yeah, Starlight Karaoke. Starlight is the name of the event, right? I will probably be the only one streaming the event according to them, because I asked them, can I stream this event? And they're like, sure. But are there any other streamers? And they're like, no, you'll probably be the only one. I was like, oh, okay, I guess. But yeah. And I think, what else? Oh yeah, I shouldn't forget about this as well, because this keeps on getting on the back burner for a long time. We are working on a Discord server where all our fans can come in and join to hang out with us. Yeah. So when that is ready, I will give the link out and we all can gather and be happy together. Happy together? Or fight injustice together, because we are heroes.
Yeah.
Yes, kan? Yeah. Yes, a fan Discord server. We are still working on it, because with so many stories of how there are often Discord raids, and according to what I heard last time, the raids are specifically targeting VTuber fan Discords.
Wow.
Gaje kan. So I am working with somebody with some friends, yeah, on how to maximize the security. Although the highest security, what's the word for it? The highest security in the security level in Discord is to have people check together their actual phone numbers. And I think that's a bit too much. So I lower it to very high security settings, but not too high that it starts demanding your phone for verification. Yeah. But we shall see. Though recently Discord has an anti-hate mechanism, like what they do is that a lot of them would make multiple throwaway accounts, right? And using a macro from another software, they would raid a server with probably 100 bot accounts or stuff like that, and they spam very, very bad things. And this could be, a series of words yang betul-betul nggak enak dibaca, plenty of other things, and I think some posted straight up porn links. So it's bad, But yeah, point is, once it's ready, right, I'll give it a broadcast so each and every one of you can join us. Obviously with Falco and Ashmish being in the Discord as well. Yeah, I think that's about it, Kan. Yeah, it's a bit too much to verify phone numbers. Personally filter by only spreading when I see the new people on my chat behave. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes newcomers to chats, right? We kind of have to put them under. Ngomong kasarnya, we put them on quarantine first to see how they behave. Yeah. Kan. But yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
I think that's it, yeah. Yeah, probation, there we go. I think that's it, yeah. Okay, thank you for coming today, fellas.
Thank you.
I think,
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's time for all of us to go back to our own worlds. I will probably do some other things, right? Yes, there'll be a place to share stories, I think, but That's a good idea, though. A place where you can write your own law and stuff. Why not? Yeah. So if that's the case, okay then. This has been the first ever Warkop stream. It has very high activity as well, and I declare the Warkop stream a massive success.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I think this is this is going to be very good. Look forward to the next Warkop. Warkop. No. Inilah kalau orang ngomong bahasa Indonesia sama bahasa Inggris bersamaan.
Iya.
Look forward to the next Warkop. Set. Look forward to the next Kopitiam stream. Nah.
Yes.
Meow. I'm tired.
Besok kembali bekerja.
Oh ini berarti next cari ini nih God, apa green screen efek teleport gitu. Jadi waktu kita mau bubar teleport satu-satu, ciu 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 gitu.
Oh boleh juga deh.
Kayak Mega Man gitu ya.
Iya bener itu dia.
Iya.
Okay then. Okay, alright. See you guys on the next stream and Otsugordo.
See you.
Yeah, Otsugordo.
Yeah,
See you.
Otsugordo.
Yeah.
Thank you, amazing friends.
Mm.